Thugnificent.
It's your boy, Thugnificent.
Back on the mic.
Oh my god. Yep, though he's the best. Really, he'd be a pretty good fit for AEW as well. Keep going down.
Stop breathing in the microphone. Why? Because it sounds like this. Do you know what 1541 means?
Nope.
That's the name of the disk drive.
Wow, we on?
We're on. We're on. We're live. We're everything you could ever imagine right now.
So, dude, you got a Commodore 64, boss?
Mm-hmm.
You got any games for it?
Mm-hmm.
What do you got for it? Defender of the Crown, Shaolin Soccer.
What did he
I
say?
do have Defender of the
Shaolin
Crown.
Soccer.
And I think I got Summer Games, Winter Games, Test Drive.
You got test drive?
Ooh, test drive.
Test Drive Boat Game.
Test drive boat
Some
game.
other stuff.
What the fuck
Those
is
are the ones
that?
I remember.
Any mainstream ones? Do you ever get into mainstream anything?
Are you one of those guys that's like everybody else
Defender
likes
of the
it,
Crown
so
was
I
a
hate it?
mainstream game.
No, it
Test
wasn't.
Drive was a mainstream game.
Qbert, Popeye, Defender, Pac-Man. Those are mainstream games.
Those
Defender,
are Atari.
Defender of the Crown are games for people who can't even find their own dick with their hand.
Well, why?
Have you ever played it?
Let me ask
No, why would I play
Then how
it?
would you know?
Because I know what it is.
Eric, why do you like Defender of the Crown?
Dude,
Right.
It's a fun game.
Oh, well, there you
There's
go.
not nudity in it.
There is nudity in
That's
it.
one. That's the
it's a
first
strategy
thing you
game.
fucking said.
You
You're
gotta-
like, ooh, there's boobies in this game.
There's
Woo!
different princesses, and when you rescue them, they take their clothes off.
Oh, my God.
Whoa.
You didn't know that?
No,
That makes it even nerdier.
that sounds like a game.
And that's
I'd love
before
to play.
what is it, the RIA or whatever.
Right.
The
There was
RIA?
there was no labeling on the game when you got it
What do you mean? It's just one of them
that said parental control.
come and goes at the same time type of deals.
That was just reminiscing because I had the Atari 5200, and then they quit making them, and my little heart broke. So I ended up somehow, and I don't remember how I got it, but I got a Commodore 64. Played Gyrus on that. Oh, played the hell out of that.
Choplifter. That's crazy. You were literally just playing that.
Right.
Choplifter. It was a simple concept. I don't understand about certain video games because back in those times, people were so enamored by just the simplest things.
Right.
Now, is it because we are used to what we have been around, so we expect more and new? We're just bored with what we see. Is that how that works? That's why
Right.
they keep improving things?
Because it used to be, there's just one board. Here's Pac-Man. You have one screen.
Yeah.
And you just keep doing the screen, and it keeps getting harder
Different
and harder.
mazes type thing.
At first it was just one screen.
That's right.
Then Ms. Pac-Man, holy crap, a new screen.
A new character?
Holy crap, there's 4 screens on here. And then then you had like games like Joust,
4 levels.
where the where the board, some of the ledges would disappear and reappear during various rounds, and you're like, holy moly, you got an evolving screen. And then pretty soon you had like side scrollers, and you're like, oh wow, the world continues after this screen.
I feel like video games suck now because they are so complex. Remember when?
Because there's a bazillion screens.
There's so much things you have to do and remember, which is not a big deal. It makes me sound stupid, but
open worlds.
Perfect example: Call of Duty, World at War zombies. The first zombies to ever be introduced to a Call of Duty game. It was the best. It was the greatest. Your main goal was to stay alive. And how you did that was from keeping zombies out of ganging up on you. And that means you had to board up windows. You had to board up things these zombies would jump through. Everybody's familiar with Call of Duty zombies from World at War.
It was
As
simple.
time went on, it started sucking. And why it started sucking? Because they started adding challenges. Now, again, it makes me sound very stupid. You got to go turn on this power grid. You have to turn on that. You have to unlock this side of the level so you can get there. You have to do this. I miss the simple sit there and defend yourself until you can't no more. That's what I mean, there's always going to be an inevitable end.
You mean like asteroids?
But how long can you make it, right? How long? Like asteroids, perfect example. How long can you stay alive just by shooting big rocks?
Right.
And they split up into smaller rocks. Slay Zombie in the chat said it's because we didn't have the tech back then. If you guys in the 80s had what we have now, you would shit yourself. AWE. And he said progress. I get progress, but games, like again, it makes me sound stupid. There's too much to do in a video game. I don't want real life. I live real life. I go to work. I have to juggle my bills. I have to do all this. I want to come home and mindlessly play a game without having to worry about how to play it.
These new games are
Simpleton
hard.
Zach. That's what they call it.
Before the show, we all played the same track, and we all got second place in a game. It was really hard.
It was Forza Horizon 5, which is simple because all you got to do is race.
You're racing.
Well,
race.
if we said it easy, it would have been easy.
Call of Duty blows ass because you got to do a million goddamn things.
Right.
The new Modern Warfare 2 is really good, by the way.
It's like the difference between Vice City and San Andreas. San Andreas, there's just too much going on that you can't focus on any of it, and soon you lose interest in all of it.
Well, because you got to level up your character. Not only that, but you got to go do these side missions in San Andreas.
You got to defend your turf and expand your turf while at the same time doing missions, and it's just
some people
too much.
think San Andreas Grand Theft Auto is the best Grand Theft Auto there is because
Many
of that very reason. I get
it's
that.
a pinnacle.
I'm not poo-pooing any of that. I'm just saying it's not for me. I want the zombies, man. I want to stay in that room, and I want to try to fight them off with 4 of my buddies, trying to grab weapons off the wall, and that's literally it. That's it. And that's a lot of people I'm hearing on all these social medias. Almost everywhere I turn, they're saying video games suck now. Why don't you get the same feeling playing video games now as you did when you were a kid? Even though people still have, it seems like the same amount of time to play those games.
Because now,
whether it's school.
Now as you're playing, you get little trophies as participation awards. Like, week, you got a trophy.
Like an achievement?
Yeah.
I see what you're saying.
I remember when I would get a video game, and granted, I'm 13, 14 years old, right?
Back in the early 60s?
Back in the day. Like, you get Ms. Pac-Man, you get Defender, whatever it is.
In 1972.
And you couldn't wait to get to the car. And, we had a 40-minute drive home from Rochester to West Concord.
Yeah.
And you couldn't wait to rip into that thing. I'd have the instruction manual read twice before I got home.
I used to
so
do that
excited.
PlayStation 1 games was when my time was, when I used to ride around with your mom, my grandma.
And it came
the one
with
who
an
thinks you're a
instruction
bitch.
manual.
We'd drive back and forth to Rochester to pick up a game, and I remember getting Tony Hawk Pro Skater 1, and I was so excited. I didn't care if I didn't have a system. I wanted to unwrap that cellophane wrapper that comes on cigarette packs nowadays, is what you can commonly refer to it as, but it used to come on those jewel case CD cases of video games too. Any case had that cellophane on there. You rip that off. You'd open the PlayStation 1 game. The disc would be perfectly in there. None of the studs that would hold the disc in place were broken because over time when you push on them, they'd break. You'd pull out that instruction book and you just read how to play the game. It'd give you tips. It'd give you little secrets. Hey, thanks for reading this instruction book. Now you get to understand this, how to do this type of thing. And I miss that. Strategy guides, dude. Fuck those things, right? Who cares? I love them. I live by those. The Phantasy Star Online for the Sega Dreamcast strategy guide was my favorite. And I use that on the GameCube and everything else.
Dude, you ever call the tip line?
I was going to say,
The
didn't
Nintendo
the tip line
tip
just
line?
shut down a couple years ago?
Any tip line.
No. I think we've tried it on the
Nintendo
show.
Power had a tip line.
I remember when I discovered Atari had a what do they call it, like a counselor line or something like that.
The video game counselors you can call to help you
I
counsel
would
through the
call
game.
them up every weekend, because he couldn't just log on to the internet and take a look.
He was lonely.
Every weekend I would call him up and I would ask him, hey, what new games are coming out? Now, what new games
You
are
were
coming
that
out?
kid?
Yeah, every goddamn weekend.
I remember when the internet first came out. There was a website I used to go to all the time. And when I say first came out, to me, that was on Sega Dreamcast, 1998 to 2000 time frame. That's when I was on the internet.
That's when they started getting into houses.
CheatCC.com was
Yeah.
the first website, Tanner, which, by the way, we haven't even started the real show yet, but we're in the Big Lip studio, Tanner Studios at Big Lip Radio. We used to go there and check out the cheat codes for all the video games. Tony Hawk,
Right.
Grand Theft Auto, all these games. You could use a tank in Grand Theft Auto and you could spawn it up, down, left, right. What is it? What's that game that you used to play all the time here on my PlayStation Classic, Eric? The War.
SimCity?
No, Red Alert. That's what I'm
Red
thinking.
Alert,
Sorry,
yeah.
I was brain farting for a second.
No
Yes, I used to
problem.
get cheat codes for that all the time. All the time. I miss those days. Simpler.
Right.
Technology was still around then, but it was
You had the Game
simple
Genie.
technology.
Just plug the Game Genie in, get the book
I
out,
didn't need
enter
a
the
fucking
code.
VPN to get on the goddamn internet when you already buy internet service from your provider. You,
You
know
didn't
what I
get
mean?
kicked off the
Right.
game because you cheated.
Right? None of that. None of that.
That's
But
like-
that cheating did ruin a few of my games. What's
like
up,
I
K-Dog?
always say, it's better now, but not as good.
Yes, yes. I think we need to start the show, Papa
Do it.
J.
Hey, push that button there.
Which one?
The right one.
You want me to push this one?
Here's Big Lip
Potato.
Radio from iHeartRadio.
This is K-Dog with Big Lip Radio, and if you think this is good, check out Lip Surface at biglipradio.com/lipsurface for a better show.
I be on my grind, never running on my mind, stepping all these fucking mannequins that tryna hit my life.
Drop that high.
Yeah.
Wanted, Pappa J, Dead or Alive, which is the next event on Big Lip Radio's calendar. IZW presents Wanted, Dead or Alive, and we are the official #1 podcast of IZW. If you want to hear anything IZW, just make sure you find your way to BigLipRadio.com. But IZW, Impact Zone Wrestling, does put on some great wrestling shows, Pappa J.
The best wrestling shows. Here it is, November 12th. I had to double check. November 12th, man. You don't want to miss it. Okay?
At the Horny Toad in Glendale. I was going to say Gilbert again.
Don't say Gilbert.
At
I was
Glendale.
excited. I was like, wow, downtown Gilbert, they got a place down there. That'd be
Right
the
there.
best.
It's right there. No, Gilbert the Horny Toad. Get your tickets by going to IZW Wrestling AZ. Their Facebook page, all their social media, they have links to get your tickets. Make sure you get the VIP tickets, which starts when, Pappa J?
VIP
5 o'clock.
starts at 5 o'clock. Those doors open at 5 o'clock. The general admission starts at 6. Our live pre-show will begin at 4, leading up to the VIP matches.
Do you have any interviews lined up, Pappa J?
Oh, not yet. We got plenty of time.
What do you mean?
Oh, last time I lined them up, nobody showed up anyway. But I got plenty
Because
of
you
time.
did it the last second.
No, that ain't. They were all.
Text Thug right now and say, are you down to do this interview? Text Gino right now and say, are you down to do this? Text Greg, text Scott, text all the heavy
I
hitters.
like to wait until the matches start forming up, so
Why does it matter?
I can kind of have
Papa
a
J.
story with the pre-show.
What do you mean matches forming up? There is a cage match
We
between.
know there's a cage match.
Do you know who is between?
Who's in between, Z-Money?
Papa J, you need to tell me because I know.
You don't have no idea. You tell me.
Thug's in it.
Thug is not in it.
Okay, I was just making sure you're on the page.
Thug
Who's in
is
it
not
then?
in it.
Bryn Thorne?
No.
Brent Thorne,
Brent Thorne
Sailor Moon.
still your female, still your women's champion. Her and Lilith Grimm fought to a no contest.
Mr. Classic's in it.
Well, Mr. Clyde, he might be. I don't know.
See, you don't fucking know. You're literally looking it up on your fucking.
I am not. I'm
Papa J.
serving porn.
Well, that's obvious.
Oh, that's not good looking porn.
Ooh, whoa, who's that guy?
It was his nephew.
What kind of porn are you looking at, bro? Why are you pointing at Eric's dick every time you look at porn? Oh, who is that?
That was not the porn he was looking at.
That's
That's the chick.
That's Nicole.
Yeah, that's the chick that sings.
Sorry,
yeah,
Papa J,
one
we don't
second.
make our money by looking at chicks
Hold
on the
on, I'm
internet.
trying
how
to
you lose your
find
money.
their site.
Papa J, I do this all the time purposely to throw you off. I
Ah,
feel like
there
you
we
would figure it
go.
out by now to have this shit pulled up.
There
Because
we
you're only
go.
doing a live read for one of our favorite companies in the entire world, IZW Wrestling.
Dude, it's gonna be Final Destination, which is of course R3,
Yeah.
and What's his name? And
Evan Daniels.
Yeah, and then what's his name? Going up against the Regulators, which is our guy, EJ and Thug.
Oh my god!
Oh, it's gonna be a barn burner.
You know what? They're gonna end up not letting us be the number one podcast because of what you do. You got to prep for it. Hey Ben, how you doing in the chat? Make sure you go to IZW Wrestling AZ and all their social media. And if you can't do that, at least join in every Tuesday because you'll get the interviews, you'll get the shows. Go to BigLipRadio.com. You'll see all of our shows right there. And if you guys want every Tuesday, I'm telling you, on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch, we stream live. Every Tuesday between the times of 5:30 and 6 is when we start. Hit the like, subscribe, and notification bell, and you will never have to guess. What's up?
Before we move on, in honor of Thugnificent's birthday, through Friday, you'll save $8 on front row VIP tickets.
Right
so
now?
Get them now. Promo code THUG. THUG.
Use it.
Yeah.
What the fuck? You just have a stroke?
Yeah, I did. I was stroking out.
THUG.
G.
Thug. No capitals. It's all lowercase.
Who cares? It shows all capital, but I don't think it'll matter.
Go check it out, IZW Wrestling AZ. And I guess with that being said, we'll start our fucking show.
1, 2, is this on?
Do not come. Do not come.
Yeah, buddy. You're listening to the Big Lip Radio podcast with your host, Pappa J, Z Money, and friends.
I watch you sleeping. The warmth I feel beside me is slowly fading. Would she hear me if I called her name? Would she hold me if she knew my shame? There's always something different going wrong. The path I walk's in the wrong direction. There's always something.
Good Lord, that sucks. Welcome to Big Lip Radio, episode 223. The date today, September 27th, 2022. I'm your host, Big Pappa J.
Her conscience calls the guilty to come home. Your tears don't fall.
Next to me, the man with the worst taste in music. Couldn't pick a new song with both hands.
I can pick my nose.
Your friend and mine, the man with golden hands.
Stop saying
All
that.
sweaty, golden, and glistening.
I'm nervous.
He's all muscly.
You get that's not true.
He's your host, Z Money.
If I called her name, would she hold me if she knew my shame? There's always something different going wrong. The path I walk's in the wrong direction.
Caden says emo Z Money. Here's the chorus right here.
Crash around me.
Who the fuck is this?
What?
I have no idea who this is.
We went over this already.
It's not Honey Drop Dew Melon.
No, it's not Honey Drop. It's not Backdoor Pile Up.
Yeah, it's not a backdoor pile up.
Who do you like, Honeydew Drop Melon or Backdoor Pile Up?
I love both of them, actually.
Which song would you like to hear from Honeydew Melon Backdoor Pile Up?
I was on a back foot.
Oh my god.
Oh, there it is.
Is that better?
There it is.
That's a good one. You know what? It feels good.
Oh, yeah.
Your mother really told you that.
Mothers to all their sons that.
Your mother really did tell you to be a man. I was there a bunch of times when she told you. She said, get your shit together, Pappa J. Be a fucking man.
I know.
And then you let her die.
Wow!
Oh, that hurt me. That hurt, dude. Dude, I'm gonna fucking cry now. Here, sorry. I gotta cut that off.
Holy shit.
Holy.
That was not good.
Whoa, no. Is she here?
I mean, that is true.
Okay, well, I guess
It's
I let my
true.
mom die too. So
That's-
fuck. We let our moms down, bro. That's your sister too.
I remember the morning I woke up and put the mirror under her nose and it didn't fog.
Oh, dude, I'm gonna cry. It's like a weird fucking feeling right now. I can't hold it back. Shit. Well, K-Dog got it right. Emo Z Money. So if you're like him, go ahead and like and subscribe. And you like to call your dad emo all the time.
Who was
Check us out on YouTube, Twitch, and Facebook. We'll chat, we'll interact. You can win prizes sometimes.
Run that music a little bit in the background. Who's that first band you picked?
Tears Don't Fall, Bullet for My Valentine.
Oh my God.
You want this song? It was back in 2013.
That's not bad.
That's the same. It's the one that you said was stupid.
No, this one's stupid.
Listen, you'll hear it.
Oh, there it is. It's there it is.
They go into this screamo stuff.
It starts out nice and gets horrible from there.
Yeah. Well, hey, I got one for you. Remember, we played this.
On her?
We played this a couple weeks ago, and you didn't know who it was. Any idea?
Let's get this circus on down the road.
And Boss Man's loving it.
I remember who this is.
This is the Boss Man song right here. By the way, we're here with Boss Man.
Oh, who's the Boss Man?
He's never here. And when he is, he's never here. He's late. He brings us cool stuff. He brings a lot of good snacks. He tries to do my wife all the time. It's the Boss Man.
The Boss Man. Late.
Last time we found it, can't remember much. I thought I was a god.
You don't know who this is?
Nickelback. I can jam to Nickelback.
I remember you talking so much crap about Nickelback.
Nickelback is what's known as Tool tunes.
Oh, well, Tool, I get it.
And what Tool tunes are is tunes you're just cranking up, man, because you're just loving it. You pull up to a red light, guy pulls up next to you, you quietly roll your window up.
Yeah, and you turn it down.
yeah, that's Tool tunes.
Like Creed is the same type of band, I feel like.
Right, absolutely.
Yeah, it's Seether.
Never heard of them.
Honey, why you calling me tonight?
Don't know it.
It's kind of hard to talk right now.
Macho Man had a song?
My girl's in the next room.
Oh,
Sometime I wish she was Pappa J.
No? You know?
I don't know the words.
I guess we never really moved on. It's really good to hear your voice. Say my name and it sounds so sweet.
No.
Holy shit, he's
With the
drunk
lips
already.
of it.
No? You don't know that song?
No.
Oh my God! I feel like I just made an ass of myself for you not to say I know that song.
I wish I knew that song.
You know, I wish I had it here. I don't want to move around too much, otherwise this fucking whole board will shut off.
Right.
We got a finicky setup.
Right.
But do not worry, we're here, and we're here to make your day very. Can I say? I was gonna say the Q word because it's happy, right?
Right.
Are we allowed to say that?
Yeah.
You won't say it.
I'll say it.
Say it.
What, gay?
No, well that too. But what's the Q word?
We're here. We're queer.
Yeah,
We're drinking
here
a
to
lot
make
of
your
beer.
life. Hey, that rhymes. We're here. We're queer, and we're here to drink some beer.
That's right.
Listen, we don't care about your lifestyle. We just want you to be happy with it. That's our number one goal. And Boss Man, let me tell you what.
What?
Let me tell you something. You seem to be the least happiest with your life. Pappa J, where are you going? Oh, you're shooting the animals? The producers? You're shooting the producers out of the studio?
Out of the room.
This Slay Zombie says we need to continue with the show. I need snack time. That's funny. We appreciate you for being here, Slay Zombie, and all 50,000 of you other people watching across all three platforms. But,
Right.
do you love your life, Boss Man?
Yeah, I do.
You do?
Yeah.
You come in here generally with a great attitude. Very quiet, very dry, but usually your attitude is very uppity. It's never a downer moment when you're around. When you're around, excuse me, I just threw up in the microphone. When you're around, I'm never like, oh, the Boss Man's here. But sometimes when Pappa J's around and he's over there sleeping in his corner.
He's crying.
Yeah. Like he was here last week and you weren't, and I was kind of wishing you were here. But we met Bulk Lesnar.
Yeah, we had Bulk Lesnar, my lawyer.
Dark Fire.
Listening.
You're listening. I appreciate that. Now, how would you feel if that gentleman was on the show right now with all of us? Would you be all right with it? Is he pissing in your tree?
Dude, you guys didn't do Guess That Actor.
Oh, well, he was pretty upset about that as well. I feel like he fit your role perfectly. But
I was listening. I'm cruising on the road, and it's like, you guys quit. And I'm like, you fuckers.
hey, motherfuckers. They didn't do
you guys said, would you do Guess That Actor?
It's the one favorite thing.
So when I was on the road that I would have a good time doing Guess That Actor, and you're like, if Boss Man were here, I heard him. If Boss Man were here, he would be like, hey, let's do Guess That Actor. You guys like, into the show.
Right, that's how it works.
Got you good. And you're like, hey,
Got
guys,
me good.
listen to this great segment, right? And they're like, what great segment? But Pappa J, you went out of town.
I did go out of
last
town.
weekend, and I'm very curious about your trip. Now, you didn't have to miss Big Lip Radio, which the Boss Man did, which we'll get into later.
Right. Well, I care, so I schedule around the show every chance I get.
You do, and I will not be here next week or this upcoming weekend. Look at you both. Look at me in frantic worry.
I was like, this coming weekend.
This coming weekend, I will not be here. I will be here on Tuesday, but I like to schedule my vacations, like Pappa J said, around the show.
Right,
around
because
the
the show is a big part of my life. I care about this.
Regardless of whether anybody else thinks it's important, I don't care because I love it, and it's what we do. It's an audio journal of our life. Now, we like to document certain things, like trips, and you went on one this last weekend, right, Pappa J?
Right.
Where did you go, and why? Why?
Went to Douglas.
What consoles did you bring?
Actually none. I didn't even bring my
Bullshit,
Switch. This time I didn't even bring my Switch.
You have more portable consoles than anybody has actual consoles.
I've got all
and you didn't bring one of them?
Nope.
I fucking bullshit. If somebody that knows Pappa J or lives with him can vouch for that, call in maybe my phone or his phone or type in the chat that he did not bring a console, I'll believe him. But until that happens, I'm going to assume you brought a video game console with you. Because any other trip, you either stop at a video game store, bring a console, and neglect the shit out of your wife.
I wanted to go to a video game store so badly.
Did you neglect the shit out of your wife?
Sure. Sure, but that got nothing to do with it, see.
Kyle Clark in the chat says bullshit. He's watching on Facebook right now. What did you do up in where?
We went down to Douglas, right there on the border in Cochise County, because the Cochise County Fair was on. Now, my wife's father lives in Douglas, and he is a Shriner.
She's still with you?
Not at the moment, but in spirit. So anyway.
Damn, which one? Did you kill your mom and your wife? Holy shit.
I held a mirror under her nose.
And you found out.
And there's no fog.
Was there a line of white snow on there?
Right.
Snow the product. You know what I mean?
So
why'd you look at me like that, boss man?
I just died.
Oh, yeah, right. Get the snow.
So anyway, we go to Douglas to the Cochise County Fair and work the Shriners booth where we sell Coca-Colas, and all the proceeds go to the Shriners Children's Hospital.
Wait, so you were working?
You got a picture with it?
Oh.
Do you have
I do more work. Huh?
Did you wear the fez?
No, I'm not a Shriner. I can't wear that.
Oh, that makes sense. So
I'm not even a Mason, much less a Shriner.
You worked an event down there?
We always do every year.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, every year. And all day Saturday. Friday is play day. Yeah. We run around and ride all the rides and play all the midway games and have all our fun. And then Saturday is work. It's just like 9 hours
of community service.
Close to it. Serving.
Now, was
10
this part
hours.
of your Bible group you go to? Was it
No.
what this trip was for?
No.
Somebody thinks you're a drug mule.
In the chat.
That's what you're really doing down there.
No, I poured the sodas for the babies and made a lot of money and rode all the rides. And what was cool, we went to Tombstone first, right? We always stopped.
That's where they filmed that movie.
Right, we always yeah.
What's it called? Tombstone?
Tombstone.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, so we always stop at Tombstone on the way down and eat in one of the restaurants and souvenir shop and stuff like that.
Did you go to the Bisbee Mine?
No.
That's in Tombstone or Bisbee?
No,
it's in Bisbee on the way to Douglas.
Okay. Yeah, that's a different deal.
Did you go into the cave?
No.
He did community service, clearly, is what he's saying.
Yeah.
He helped all the fun stuff.
He helped the Shriners. Now, let me ask you a quick question. I know we've been interrupting you. I really want to stop doing that.
I'm trying to get a flow.
But what are the Shriners that for people who don't know?
Shriners are a group of Masons, and their big thing is they have a Shriners Children's Hospital, and they finance the hospital so that little babies with cancers and burn victims and all that other stuff who can't afford care can go and get care.
All right, so go ahead and continue with the story. I'll try to keep us from interrupting. I apologize.
So the way down, we stop at Tombstone, right? They've got a new Trump store in Tucson.
That's right. You took a picture last time.
Right. So they got this Trump store there. And all the shirts are so funny. They got Biden written in the Walmart font that says live worse, pay more. There was one I almost got that said Biden will never get my guns. I keep them upstairs.
Oh, my God. Koo said, I'm your Huckleberry. That's funny.
Anyway,
did you pick anything up from that store?
I did. I picked up a shirt that says Ultra MAGA on it,
all right,
and one that says Veteran written in a skull.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, So I did get 2 shirts from these guys. And then we passed by a cigar store. And Kimmy's like, hey.
I know you don't smoke cigarettes. Go get some cigars.
Right. She goes, why don't we get cigars for all the guys? And then Friday.
So you can be like Bill Clinton, right?
Or Saturday, right? Saturday, right?
I wonder who will get that reference.
But she goes that way. Saturday after we're done serving the sodas and we're eating the steaks out at her dad's house. After that, we could just fire up the stogies.
Now, when you say sodas, you mean like actual soda?
Yeah.
Because sometimes we say soda for beer.
Pop.
Coca-Cola products.
Okay.
And
now it makes me think like you're serving cocaine because you're made Coca-Cola you hyphenated Coca-Cola.
Coca-Cola profits.
Okay.
Yeah.
Profits.
Yeah, products.
All right.
So anyway, we did that, and so I had my first friggin' tobacco in since 2007.
Hold on.
And now I was ready when I fired that up. If
that buzz from the tobacco plant,
right?
Because it's the leaves that are shredded up in there. It's not actually chemically driven. Some of them are, but if you got the good ones, it's actual tobacco leaves, and it's even rolled in the tobacco leaf.
Right, these were $10
like Red
cigars.
Man Chew. Like you're literally dipping tobacco leaf. You're not dipping shreds of whatever chemical product they have. Pappa J, you smoked a cigar?
Right, and it was wonderful.
Did you get that buzz?
No, I did not.
Like when you smoke a cigarette, did you inhale or just keep it in your cheeks?
Half and half. I mean, nobody inhales a cigar, but I always have.
Some people do, weirdly enough, but that's how you get the cancer. That's how you get the sick stomach. That's how you get a lot of different things you don't want. Like when I smoke a cigar, I do the same thing. You sent a picture, though, Pappa J.
Right.
What was it in, Discord?
Yes, it was. I sent it to the Discord so everybody could enjoy it. What do you think of that?
If you want to get in our Discord,
see you sucking on
go
that.
check out all of our social media posts. You'll find the link there because it's link invite. I can't just give you like our Discord name and you can join it. But you sent a picture, and the only stogie I see lit is by Opie.
No, all the stogies were lit at that point, or I wouldn't have took the picture.
My man, like I'm gonna show this picture to the camera, and I'm gonna let you guys judge here. I'm gonna show you the wide view of it. So you can kind of see it. It's blurry. Maybe I'll use the other camera.
You can't see that fire on the end of my cigar there?
That's the fire pit, bro.
No, that's the fire on the end of my cigar right there.
That's the fire pit. Look, the two dudes on the left don't even have it lit.
They do.
I don't know. It's a bunch of noobs trying to be cool, I feel like. But, hey, good for you. I can't hate on you. And that's the only thing I
hope you're
really
not hitting on him.
That guy's cool as shit right there.
This guy, oh, my gosh, that's Opie's. You took Opie's lit and just shoved it in your mouth real quick.
Oh, good times.
So you smoked a cigar. Now, I have one more question before you move on. I'm sorry for interrupting.
Go ahead.
Did it make you want to smoke another cigarette? Because you haven't smoked a cigarette in how long, Pappa J?
Since 2007.
Did it make you feel those urges? Was it hard to not light up a cigarette or another at least cigar or anything like that? Because
it didn't kick me at all. Okay. And I was, as soon as I felt the nicotine buzz, I was ready to shut it down.
Yeah.
But really, there was no nicotine buzz. A little bit of the flavor. Now I got mild cigars.
Yeah.
I told the dude, I said, "Hey,
I'm a pussy.
I got 5 guys."
Dude, bro, that's a good place though. By the way, 5 guys.
A lot of them don't smoke at all, but they're known to have a cigar every once in a while. So I need a nice mild cigar.
Yeah.
And he picked out these $10 cigars, so I bought 5 of them.
Not bad. We spent $50 on the boys. I'd appreciate that.
Right. So
that's like a 10-pack of beer.
Right.
It's like a rack.
It's a rack of beer. So we were having a lot of fun, and as soon as the cigars were lit, the stories started flowing, man.
Oh, like drinking times, man. When you get your buddies like around drinking, you start telling the stories. That's so cool.
Caleb, my brother-in-law's son.
I know you classify him as your...
I call him a nephew.
Yes, of course.
He is Green Beret, and has been a Green Beret now for about 1.5 years.
I remember we were in the Marine Corps together.
So now there are. He's telling stories of the military.
Opie's probably telling stories.
Pastor's telling stories. I don't think he really
should have told
because he's got a past. I love him to death.
Yeah, you go to a Bible group. Remember.
Right.
And
right.
He's the pastor.
He's
of
the
it.
one who leads my Bible study. And Opie's got some stories.
Always has stories.
And
He's been on the show plenty of times to know that guy has a past.
Right. And I had a few stories about times where
Banging
I may
her
have
wife?
ended up in the clink.
Right, their sister and aunt and mother.
So we're driving up there, right? And we got Thompson with us, who's 7, gonna be 8 in February.
Okay, he's your grandson.
He's my grandson, and we're driving up. Out of the blue, he goes, "Papa." I said, "Yeah, boy."
Boy,
how many times you been in jail?
Well, you got a fucking Black Widow tattoo on your arm. You got all kinds of crazy shit. So it feels like you've been in prison. If you just look at, like Mike the neighbor.
Right.
Like I looked at that dude at 5 o'clock in the morning.
He looks like he's on work release.
Guess how many times he's been in jail?
How many?
0.
Really?
Yes.
Well, he's like, how many times you been in jail? And it's hard to remember because I flat blacked out a whole bunch. I remember one time they came to pick me up on 7 warrants one time. 7 warrants.
Oh my
Okay.
God. For banging all the admiral's wives.
And no,
You've told those stories.
Banged my old lady on the admiral's barge. But anyway, I said, I don't know, 6, maybe 9. And Kim was like, what?
She didn't know.
I said, you didn't know?
Oh,
she goes, well, I thought it was only like once or twice. I said, what kind of pussy do you think I am?
The fact that you would think somebody else would think once or twice and call them a... Oh, my gosh.
6, maybe 9.
That's just jail. That's not like prison or anything. That's just being
Oh,
drunk
yeah,
and disorderly, things like that.
How I describe it, the way my
Holy shit.
the way my sponsor described it to me is very accurate. It's how I describe it.
Learning times.
Where I would do jail on the active reserve program. About 1 weekend a month, 2 weeks a year.
My God.
That's kind of how it went.
Shit, I didn't even know that.
Yeah.
I would never ask because, I mean,
a lot of time in the clink.
I knew you had, but it was never like a how many times. It was like, all right, you've been there. Yeah, it's no big deal. But
Right.
fucking 6 to 9 times?
I think a guy who walks around thinking he's a badass and never been to jail is just kind of fronting.
Right. Well, I've been to jail once, but I think I was a minor.
Yeah.
It wasn't like in my adult.
Juvie jail?
Yeah. But then I got, not my story, but my God, fucking 6 to 9 times and you didn't go to prison at all?
Never for anything cool.
What was it for most of the time?
Drunken disorderly,
Yeah, okay.
DUI, failure to appear, no registration, no insurance.
So more like just being an idiot.
Yeah,
type of
just
thing.
dumb fucking shit.
Okay.
I mean, I
That's
never
crazy. 9 times.
I
though.
remember one time I went into a Circle K.
This is when it's great when he pauses after he starts the first part of the story. He's got to catch it.
And it's like, I don't know, 1990, right?
Oh,
and all the action films,
golden
Schwarzenegger,
years.
right? And all these action films with one-liners, it's all the big rage, right?
I'll be back.
So I went to the Circle K across the street from my apartment complex.
Mesa, Arizona?
No, in Florida.
Okay.
I was in the Navy at this point. Put my 12-pack up there.
Yeah.
The guy points at the clock, and it's 5 minutes after 1 or 2, whatever it is. He says, I'm sorry, I can't sell you that beer. I said, what? And then they're standing on a platform, which really is the best leverage when somebody's about a foot and a half over
Taller
you.
than you, yeah. Intimidation at its finest.
And I popped him.
You punched him?
Fucking down he goes,
Because he
right?
wouldn't sell you beer?
Down he goes, right? Because I'm not a thief. I whipped out my 20, threw it on his chest, and said, keep the change, and rolled the fuck out, man.
Why didn't you just set the 20 on the counter without hitting him and roll it? That's pretty cool. You didn't go to jail for that?
No, they never caught me for that one.
Well, dude, you're in the Navy and in Florida. Of course, you're not going to be there too much longer.
Yeah,
Come on, man.
They never caught me for that one.
That's fucking awesome, but crazy and stupid at the same time. You hit the guy. Why don't you could have probably just set $20 down and walked out and had the same result.
Well, I didn't want to take the chance that he's going to call the cops the second my ass is out the door.
But you left.
I needed a head start.
Dude, so you were in Douglas, acting like a badass in front of all your friends.
Yep.
You didn't play no video games. You sold cocaine and beers to underage kids.
Right. Did all of that.
Anything like cool happen? Anything cool happen? Like no video game arcades you went to, no video game stores, nothing like that?
Nope, just the highlight
You
of the
spent time with your family?
Highlight of the evening, and one of the best evenings of my life is when we were sitting around telling stories, smoking cigars.
They're changing you,
I
bro.
can't wait till next year.
They're changing you. They're
Can't wait till
changing you.
next-
They're
What?
converting you.
What?
You're one of them.
I'm one of them.
You're one of us. One of us.
No, it was-
video games. No marijuana.
No, that was rough.
I mean, there was cocaine and alcohol and cigars, but that's not
Right.
your
We
normal
had-
MO.
Yeah, naked women.
Yeah, normally there was naked women there.
You're right next to the border. These chicks spray the jeans on. I have no idea how they do it.
Did you see any?
All over the place.
See, okay, I feel like you're fronting, but it's kind of cool.
Smoking hot chicks. And
Did you guys go to a strip club at all?
No.
Could you have? Can the pastor go?
No, I don't think the pastor would be in on that.
I think he would.
No, I don't think
I mean,
he'd
he
be in on
lit up a cigar and told you some crazy stories. I feel like he's the kind of pastor that would go to a strip club.
that. Right. No, he would not.
What if I said, "Hey, this is my rehab. Come to the strip club with me"?
No.
Damn.
No, I don't think he would do that.
It doesn't mean he's cool or not. I'm just. It'd be a cool thing to do.
One of his big pet peeves is porn. So I don't think a strip club
so he's
would
got a
be
problem.
Ha
He's got
Maybe
a
who
problem.
knows, but
so he used to hang and sling and bang in these places. Okay, that makes sense. That makes sense. That's why he's a pastor now. He's
should
trying
I
to
tell
get
this story?
He walks in like, "Hey, Cheryl, how's it going?"
Tell this story. You got fucking 1 minute. Tell it. You technically 2.
There's a guy I know. I won't say who he is.
It's right. Just smashed her.
There's a guy I know, Schmaster. We'll call him Schmaster.
Okay.
Schmaster Roney. So now, Schmaster Roney.
Yeah. Good old buddy from back in the day.
He, back in the day, he
right.
might not be on his first marriage.
None of us are.
The
None of us are.
The first marriage may have been to a working girl.
Oh, a dancing lady.
Like a feeling.
A dancing lady. That's a good marriage right there.
Right.
I don't understand why.
Right.
Everybody wants to marry those
Everybody
people.
wants a woman with a good job.
I'm telling you, if you bring in money and a lot of it for doing something you love, which is dancing, hey,
Right.
I'm all for it.
Right.
I'm all for it.
His testimony is pretty spectacular.
Kate's lucky she came along because I'd be with the dancer right now. Probably.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Hey, let's go to the Desert Flame after this.
The Cuckoo's not here. He's literally watching us in the chat. He said a lady of the night. Kyle Clark in the chat did. That's funny. Cuckoo uses our house as a pit stop to go watch these ladies of the night.
That's true.
You know what? And it's crazy because we had Joey Bubbles literally tell a story of one of these ladies of the night back a couple years ago on BigLipRadio. Talked about how one of these ladies stole his cell phone.
Right.
It's crazy. So overall, you had a good time.
Oh, it was great. It's always a highlight of the year.
And
I mean, this year we had WrestleMania and Disneyland, so that's kind of hard to compete with. But typically, it's the best weekend of the year.
Well, I'm glad you had fun with your other family. Meanwhile, I'm sitting over here with my thumb in my ass, wondering where my uncle is, the only living member of my family here in Arizona. So I don't know what you
Left
want me
in
to
the world,
do.
right.
Maybe or maybe not. I would have liked to come. That's all I'm saying. And not CUMCOME.
Wait,
What?
you're always welcome to go to Douglas with us. Are you kidding? Work the
I'm
booth. I
jealous.
could use a break.
Now he says,
I'm jealous.
I could use a break.
You got another family. And it ain't me, all right?
Is that what this
You got
is?
another fucking family, all right? You're already living with them. You're
Look.
bunking up.
"You know what? This is making sense."
You let your kids move in.
So-
I remember specifically one time I asked you if I could come live with you. You said, fuck off. So you
Yeah,
Yeah.
So you gotta get
But
your
you got to
shit
remember.
together.
So remember a couple weeks ago, the lawyer won his copy of the movie.
Brokeback Mountain.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you remember where the guys in Brokeback Mountain went to cross the border to go get some?
Douglas.
We've never.
Holy shit!
It goes round in full circle.
We've never seen that movie, homo.
You said, "Hey,
You
I'm getting my
said-
movie back that you returned
I saw his wrist limp
or
real
that you
hard.
borrowed."
You said.
You said.
Remember that? I was there.
Yeah, I was there too.
Yep.
I was there too.
It's
Either
like-
way, I'm glad
It's like
you had
about
fun,
time I
Papa
get
J.
my movie back.
I will constantly say I'm jealous of the family you have now because I wish I was that family, and I hope they take good care of you. Did they, Papa J?
Yeah.
And they realize what they got because
Yeah.
when I see those pictures, it makes me jealous. Not in a bad way, but I wish I was their kind of way.
Right.
No, I want to kill
Smoking on
everybody.
cigars is a code word.
Like smoke cigars, man. That's cool. I never smoked a cigar with my uncle. I've never smoked none with my uncle. Fuck.
That's true.
You see what I'm saying?
That's true.
These people are into some crazy stuff with you that I've yet to even scratch the surface of. If I brought a cigar on next Tuesday's show, can we smoke it?
They're just a facade.
In the game room on the podcast?
Some Swisher Sweets.
Yeah, why not?
Well, what? He said yeah?
In the game room, Kate's going to have a fucking
I got an air filter right there.
So we're good. Stroke.
She won't know. She's gone. She's at the soccer break.
Know.
She's at the soccer. I won't fucking tell her. I won't tell her. But what I will tell her is one of my favorite places to buy cards, snacks, or whatever I'm feeling to show you guys right now. When we come back from our commercial break, we'll be doing some snack time.
Yeah.
I wanna be the very best. No one ever was.
Oh my god. Z-Money, where the hell can I find some new Pokemon trading cards?
Do you mean the Pokemon Silver Tempest cards that aren't even out yet? Or maybe some of the Lost Origin Pokemon cards? How about Astral Radiance? Or even Brilliant Stars? These are all some of the top tier Pokemon cards.
I mean, not only trading cards, but I need some new dollies to add to my action figure collection.
You want action figures?
Where can I get those?
Hook up with Pappa J. No, I'm just kidding. Go check out 3D Sports Cards and Collectibles, where legends come to play. They're located off of 3210 West Bell Road, Suite 102/103 in Phoenix, Arizona. 3D Sports Cards has everything you literally just asked me for, you dumbass. If you don't know how to get there based off the address I just gave you, why don't you call 602-843-3897. There may or may not be a guy named Daryl that works there. He could or could not be the owner of this establishment. So check out 3D Sports Cards. This guy also has an eBay, DDOUGH 7296. You can probably get all kinds of stuff on there. They got a Facebook and Instagram at 3D Sports Cards. So go check them out and you'll find out everything you could ever desire.
Oh my god, thanks, Z-Money.
Gotta catch 'em all.
The year is 2012. The unthinkable has happened. The only progress left is made by the machines. If anyone can hear me, we must reclaim our birthright. PS1, Game Boy, NES, Genesis, Atari, Xbox, and all the others you remember from the past. The resistance has begun. Join us now at Fallout Games in Phoenix at 4139 West Bell Road and in Tempe at 1807 East Southern Avenue. The resistance needs you.
Very serious.
Snack time!
Put it in a pancake. Bacon pancakes, that's what it's gonna make.
Bacon pancakes! Making pancakes, making bacon pancakes. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, I've already come to the official decision that on our Christmas episode, when we do our Secret Santa, we'll be making bacon pancakes and trying them here. It's one of the best things we could ever advertise because I've never had bacon pancakes, but we're going to be making some bacon pancakes on a little griddle in this tiny room. It's going to get hot. It's going to get nasty, but I think we're all right.
You promise that every week.
No, for the Christmas episode, yeah. I know, and I love to advertise it because I want you guys to watch our Christmas episode, which is obviously a few months away. We don't necessarily do anything for the other holidays besides just celebrate, but Christmas I hold special, near and dear to my heart because your mother, my mother, and everybody else in our family seems to love it, and I want to keep that tradition going strong with you people here from Big Lip Radio. Slay Zombie said this commercial is long enough to be its own 2 a.m. paid programming segment. Also, we need a full series from Jared on jail story per episode.
Oh, no.
Dude, you better rethink and remember all of your jail time stories.
All the
J.
times I get sent to the clink.
Yes. We'll have your own segment coming up. Oh, the Jailbird series. That's what we'll call it.
Pappa J's Jailhouse Rock.
Jailhouse Rock. But yes, we're here today to try some snacks. We're going to try 3 solids and 1 liquid and rate them on a scale of 0 to 5 and tell you why. It's something we've been doing for a long time. I think back in 2017 we started this. And we've tried 4 snacks every Tuesday since then. So that's over 1,000 snacks. I feel like our taste buds and our opinions matter in the world of snacks.
Do we even know what we're doing today? I don't remember planning that part out.
I have a shelf up here. You guys can't really see it in the camera, but my arm is gesturing towards my shelf. I got some Cinnamon Toast Crunch popcorn. I got some Cocoa Puff popcorn. Yeah. I have some Cheez-It Puffed white cheddar. I got all kinds of stuff. What do you guys want? I got some.
Let's do those 3 while we're bullshitting.
Oh, yeah. What, the white cheddar stuff?
Yeah, okay. So we'll start off right here. I'm pulling down from the shelf.
Now, Opie stopped at a truck stop on the way down to Douglas and picked 3 of the hottest Hers chips that I'm supposed to be bringing in for snack time.
Cuckoo said 60 days in with Pappa J. That's funny. Like I said, we interact with our chat, so make sure you guys go like, subscribe, notified, so you can interact with it. But you said Opie picked these up?
No. He picked up some Hers super hot chips.
Oh,
3 different flavors.
I think I've seen those.
3 different flavors,
yes.
And I got to bring them in. He never gave them to me, so maybe he ate them and I'm off the hook.
You might be off the hook. Who knows? But we're right here now trying the Cocoa Puffs popcorn with cocoa. C-O-C-O-A.
That's cocoa.
Cocoa. That's cocoa. I'm just ignorant, right? That's how
ignorant you are.
I'm ignorant. Let's open this bad boy up.
Yeah. Now I gotta bring the leftovers home because Kimmy wants those.
That's fine. Ooh, my gosh. It smells like burnt popcorn mixed with chocolate.
Does it?
Yeah.
That's
weird.
It's
a weird smell. Do you hate burnt popcorn or do you like burnt popcorn?
I'm not a big burnt popcorn guy.
Do you hate burnt marshmallows or do you like burnt marshmallows?
I could be in the mood for them.
Because I feel like burnt popcorn and burnt marshmallows go hand in hand. You smell that? It smells like burnt, doesn't it?
Kinda. You can smell the Cocoa Puffs, though.
It does. It smells like the cereal, just a little burnt. That's all. Oh, my goodness. I think I'll go first.
Go ahead.
This tastes just like the cereal. I don't get a butter hint. I just get a...
right, it would be much better if there's a little butter on the popcorn.
Because there's a Rice Krispie Cocoa Pebbles cereal. That's what the cereal originally is, right?
No, Cocoa Puffs is just the puffs.
The puff, that's...
Corn Puffs. Big Kicks, only it's chocolate.
Okay, so that's the bird, right?
Right, Cuckoo for
not
Cocoa
Fred
Puffs.
Flintstone. Okay.
Right.
Cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs.
Right.
I don't know, man. That's kind of weird.
I think the cocoa flavor is a little light.
Yeah?
First of all, nothing unpleasant about it.
No.
It is chocolate on popcorn.
And you don't get a burnt popcorn
taste.
taste.
And that's really, really good. But I'm going to ding it because it should have more chocolate on it.
Yeah, there's not a lot of chocolate.
And maybe if the popcorn was butter popcorn with chocolate over it, you get the sweet, savory thing going on.
Like, you got to taste the popcorn and the Cocoa Puffs. And
right.
And I just taste the Cocoa Puffs, which is not bad, but I wish there was more heavier flavor, like you said on the
right.
chocolate.
I'd rather eat a box of dried Cocoa Puffs than this.
Or Cocoa Pebbles. Or Cocoa Pebbles, because this reminds me of that big time.
Yeah. Right, and that's not an insult because that's one of the great pleasures of life is eating cereal out of the box while just watching TV.
With no milk and everything, just
right out of the box. I give it a 3.5. There's nothing wrong with it, but it could have been so much better.
Yeah. I'm going to have to say a 3 because... It tastes that flavor would taste better on a Rice Krispie, on a little Rice Crisp, whatever you will call those individual.
Well, like a snack cake.
You know, Rice Krispies treat.
Oh, okay.
Just whatever those Rice Krispie little granules are. Cocoa Pebbles is what I'm speaking of, not Cocoa Puffs.
It's like
it would taste better.
Kind of a darker chocolate.
It tastes like I took one of them Cocoa Puffs, put it in the microwave, and it popped up into a popcorn ball, just not as chocolatey.
Yeah,
and that's why I ding it. It needs
if
butter.
If it had butter and salt, it would be so much better.
Yes. I would probably give it a 4 or 5 at that point.
They're probably worried about tainting the taste of the Cocoa Puffs.
Right. What about you, boss man?
I'm going to give it a 2. I didn't like that darker chocolate taste to it.
A 2?
Yeah, it's not.
Are you telling me this is an unpleasant snack?
It wasn't.
I mean, I saw you kept reaching your hand into the bag.
I wanted to try to like it, but I didn't quite like it.
Now,
this next one looks better.
Now, this next one, The same company, same everything. It is Cinnamon Toast Crunch popcorn with a Cinnadust glaze. So now there should be sugar granules on this one.
You okay? Need help?
Yeah, bro, I'm just trying to open it up without wrecking the package. This smells just like popcorn.
Dude, we lost a...
Yeah, we lost a member of our crew. Okay.
It smells like cinnamon popcorn. Let's see what we got here.
You guys say anything while I was gone? No.
No, we didn't. We just quietly waited for you to get back.
Mm-hmm.
Did you have to separate the dogs? Were they busy fighting?
No, I had to piss.
Oh.
I feel like I can piss for 10 seconds while you guys hold the show
Right,
down.
right.
Did you do a good job?
I did.
Chat, they do a good job? Let's find out. Kyle says, I was telling Toph about the cigar next week. We might have to make a surprise visit. Ladies and gentlemen, Cuckoo and Toph might make a surprise visit, but all I got to say is keep showing up. You can come to the studio whenever you want.
Right.
This has got like a glaze on it.
Did you guys already... You gave your score. What'd you give it?
No.
A 2? What'd you give the Cocoa one?
He gave it a 2 because he's a loser.
It's not that bad. It's not the best, but it's not that bad.
So I was expecting this to have the sugary cinnamon dust on it.
Right.
And it's not. It's like a caramel coating on the popcorn.
If caramel popcorn wasn't good, this is what it would be.
Well,
yeah, it's not.
Here's the weird part. It says Cinnamon Toast Crunch popcorn on the bag with Cinnadust glaze.
Right.
It literally tells you. You think it's a dust, but then it says glaze.
It's not good.
It should be sugar granules.
It's got an aftertaste
Did you
to
get this
it.
stuff up in Douglas?
No. No, this is local in town here. Walmart, I think.
Did you got to give your score, Pappa J?
Not yet, but I think this one is a 2.5.
You know, like a Doritos chip? How when you eat them, that dust gets on your fingers?
Right.
That's what I want from these.
That's what I was thinking too.
That's what I want
I
from
wanted
these.
that
sticky.
the sugar granules and everything else.
It's to get stuck in your teeth. It's not bad because if you like the caramel popcorn, you'll love this stuff, I feel like. But even then, the flavor is kind of dull.
Caramel popcorn's much
Sweeter.
much more
Toffee
flavor than
popcorn's
this.
even better.
Like,
right.
There's something wrong with this, man.
It's got a weird, I don't know. It's like
it's not stale, but it's stale.
it's got like
you know
a
what
bad
Right.
aftertaste.
Because it doesn't taste like Cinnamon Toast Crunch. And I think I have a box out there in the pantry.
Cinnamon Toast Crunch. You can eat that dry. With
Yeah.
so
That's
good.
another
It's
cereal,
good.
like Cocoa Puffs or Cocoa Pebbles or any of those fruity pebbles. You can eat those without milk, but when you eat them with milk, the after part is the flavoring of the milk when you drink it down. You know what I mean? So there's always a double. I don't feel like this would offer that. You just put it in water and it just shrivel up like an old ball sack.
Oh yeah, it would suck.
What'd you give?
2.5.
What about you, boss man?
2.5 too.
2.5.
It's not good.
You gave that a better score than the Cocoa
Well, you know what?
Puffs?
Actually, let me take that back. I would not recommend anybody to buy this. This was gross.
Okay, because you gave the
So
Cocoa Puffs
let me go
a
back
2.
to where. I wouldn't recommend this at all.
Yeah, the Cocoa Puffs were fine. There's nothing
let me
wrong
redo
with
that.
them.
That's a 1. That's terrible.
The Cocoa Puffs
You
could have
wanna
been
do
better.
that, or you want to go in the
Hold
box?
on. So, my score on those Cinnamon Toast Crunch popcorn is not going to be that good either. It's going to be a 2.
Right.
Because I was expecting so much more. I was so
Oh,
excited.
I was ready for the dust and that flavor.
And because it says, Cinnadust glaze. So the glaze, obviously cancels
ruins
out
it.
the dust. But
Right.
when it says Cinnadust, man, I'm expecting my fingers to be coated in something so I can lick them later because I'm weird like that.
Right.
Have it all over your car on a road
Yeah,
trip.
right. We'll go to another country next week. How about that? I promise you that.
Right.
All right. He looks so.
He gets hurt.
I was at another country this week, so
You weren't.
I was.
Oh, we'll get into
We'll
that.
talk about
We'll
it.
get into that. We'll get into that. So what I'm holding now in front of us are these new Cheez-It puffed, cheesy, airy, and puffy white cheddar, baked with 100% real cheese inside and out.
Ooh.
Cheez-It puffed, my friends, my dudes.
Is that like a big Cheez-It, or is that
We
just
tried
on the bag?
we tried the double cheddar of these. I think 4 or 5 weeks ago.
Oh, remember how disappointing the Cheez-It calzones for Pizza Hut were?
Oh yeah, I got that box up there. The calzone pizza.
Yeah.
Cheez-It pizza.
So Cheez-It Puffs, huh?
Yeah. Kyle Clark says they have cinnamon toast spread that you put on toast. Might have to grab some. If they put that on that
sounds
popcorn,
amazing.
that'd be great. So I'm gonna grab some of these Cheez-It puffed white cheddar. It smells like a foot because that's how you know there's real cheese there, right? It smells like a foot. Boss man said next.
I'm just looking at them. They almost look like.
So it's the same size as a Cheez-It.
Yeah, it's just
It's just puffy.
instead of baked.
It's a popcorn peanut.
Yep, that's what it is. It's Cheeto.
This is what you ship your crap
We
in.
had the buffalo version of these too
wait a minute.
at one point.
Oh, wait a minute.
Holy shit, right? I could fucking. Holy my god.
Oh, I could house this whole bag.
Yeah. That aftertaste is so. It's like a sweet and
Delicious.
tangy taste.
No. Oh,
White cheddar.
oh man.
Look at him. He keeps going back for
How
more.
does Cheez-Its do this?
I don't know, man. Cheez-Its is one of the best
They
snacks.
don't lose.
Cracker snacks, I feel like.
Oh my god. It's wonderful, and I know it's good for you.
So, the flavor we tried last time was the scorching cheddar. Remember that?
Oh yeah, that sucked.
We did the scorching cheddar, and I think we also tried the double cheese. And I'm showing them the flavors on the side of the bag here.
One handful is 150 calories.
Oh, how's that? How's that, like 12 pieces?
I was looking at 6.
6 pieces.
This is 150 calories.
All right, I'm done.
Holy
So
crap.
so it makes it look like it's a healthy
Oh,
snack.
stop.
But it's
Serving size is 40 pieces.
Oh, okay.
6 servings in the bag, bro.
Okay.
all right.
All right.
That's better.
That's not bad.
Holy shit.
I was too. I was like, whoa.
Papa J's cheating on his diet.
All right, this baby's a 5, man.
Oh, 5.
It's got the right texture. It's got the right crunch. Most importantly,
It's got
It tastes like
got
white
the right
cheddar.
flavor.
Like when you dip your hand into that bag of white shredded
Man,
cheddar cheese that you get,
motherfucker
and you
Bogarting
grab all that stringy cheese and put it in your
Yeah.
mouth
Ah.
right out of the fridge. This tastes like that, but with a different texture. It's so good. Oh, and my
That is-
mouth
that is
isn't
a
dry either. I haven't even taken a sip of beer yet, and I feel like I could spit and lube up Eric's moose knuckle more than I
Right.
could at the last snack we tried.
All right.
You have a moose knuckle competitor, by the way. I think his might be a little bigger. I
Yeah, the lawyer.
I showed him a picture of yours. He's like, whoa. And I was like, maybe Boss Man's is bigger. So we're going to have a contest where you guys pull down your pants on BigLipRadio. and
We'll have a
judge.
moose knuckle off.
Yep. You good with that? He said no. No. He didn't even say. He just shook
I
his
don't want to
head.
make him cry.
I feel like you would. I can see you right now. What? So he hides it? Get out of here. You're
Yeah,
the most
so-
open knuckle guy I've ever met.
So I walked into a bar there in Tombstone when I was there,
Yeah.
and there's a horse with a sign. So make me laugh for $500, right? I whispered in the horse's ear, laughing his ass off, right?
Yeah.
So I went back later on that day. There's a sign that said, "Make this horse cry. You get $500."
Uh-oh.
So I said, "I'll be right back." I took the horse out back and came back. The horse was crying his ass off.
Oh.
I got my money. The bartender said, "Hey, can I ask how you made him laugh and then made him cry?" I said, "Sure, man." I walked up to the horse the first time and said, "Hey, my dick's bigger than yours." And then I come back later, took him out back, and I showed him.
Oh, so he started crying. That's a good one,
Yeah,
man.
he's done a lot back in Douglas.
That's a good one. Weird things happen in Douglas. Did you
That's
show?
right.
Was it the cigar in your pants that you showed him?
That's
or what?
right.
Because I've
That's it.
seen yours.
Take a puff on this, mother
I've seen
effer.
your wiener.
It's amazing, right?
The Boss Man's is way bigger.
It's amazing,
You
right?
should have a show off right now. Pull your pants out, Papa
Well,
J.
first of all, you gotta rate these.
We already gave it all a 5.
You did not
4.5.
rate
It
it.
was a
5.
4.5.
You gave it a 4.5.
It's the highest he's
I
rated.
can go
snacks
back
tonight.
to it. That's good.
How could it be? How could it be? Not a 5.
He's a little more conservative.
The texture.
Oh, the perfect texture.
No, that it tastes like a popcorn peanut, but
Well,
That tastes like popcorn.
the
It's got
texture
a Cheetos
is of
texture.
a packing peanut is what
Right,
you mean,
packing
right?
peanut.
Packing peanut.
yeah,
when you
Cheetos
those
squeeze it.
starch packing peanuts.
But when I've eaten
It's a
those,
puff.
when
It's
I've eaten
supposed to
those
be a
packing
Cheetos
peanuts,
puff.
they don't dissolve like this. All right, because I've eaten those packing peanuts before, which might explain a lot.
Yeah.
But these dissolve really quick.
Mm-hmm.
You get them wet, you get them moist, you get them drippy, and they go down the gullet real easy.
Amazing.
Why'd you
good.
point at your penis when I was
I
saying
gotta
that?
set them off to the side, so I'll keep eating them.
All right, let's set them in the back there. So that's so far that's the MVP. We got one more snack to try, Papa J.
Ooh, I'm excited about
And
this.
it is a good one. I've seen this being reviewed now on a couple of TikToks, but we're going to try it ourselves. It's a can version and not the bottle version. We have cups, but we got cans here that I feel like we can just mix our own. No, we're all taking our... You don't want a whole one?
No.
All right, Papa J, go ahead and put these back.
Oh, mother effer.
No,
we're all
I'll just
pussies.
take a little bit off of somebody's.
What do you mean take a little bit off of somebody? That's how we normally do it, is we pour it into a cup, but Papa J's being... courageous.
I'm gonna Bogart this one.
All right,
He's
here,
living the line. I'll share it with you. Grab me another cup. Oh,
We got 2 cups right
you
here.
got your own can. Just put one of the cans in the fridge. Why'd you swap cans, Papa J? I don't know. You literally swapped cans. Now, what we are about to try is the Voodoo Mountain. Put more in that fucking cup. 2022 Voodoo. Put more in there. God damn it! Stop fucking me like that, bro. There you go. The 2022 Voodoo Mountain Dew flavor. It is a mystery flavor.
Mystery flavor.
We don't know what it is. We're gonna try to figure it out.
Every Halloween for what? This is like the 3rd year now?
I think so. Mystery
Limited
flavor.
edition mystery flavor voodoo.
Yes.
Every year is a different flavor.
We will go on and I'll post this in our social media what
Got
the
it.
flavor actually is.
I know it.
Bro, what's that in my drink? Is that a fly in there? Did that come in yours?
Grab another cup.
There's a fucking hairball. I know, I'm good. You don't gotta grab me. Another cup. I'm not a pussy.
I know what it tastes like. Let's see if you guys think the same thing.
Did that really come out of the drink? That's like a mosquito mixed in a hairball.
It's probably the top cup.
Let me show you. That was in my drink. That's
We had a
fucking
fly in
gross.
there once too.
I almost threw up in my mouth. Sorry, guys. I've done that plenty on the show. It's like hairy, dude. You give me the top cup. There's all kinds of shit in here. Fuck it. I'm going up down. Whoa. Any idea there, boss man?
Yeah.
What are you thinking?
I think it tastes like Skittles.
Skittles, huh? Have you seen the TikToks or anything like that?
No.
Let me try it again. What makes you think it tastes like Skittles?
It's got that candy coating flavor with a little bit of zing to it after you bite into a Skittle.
I get an orange flavor.
It is.
Hold on. Pappa J, did you have any idea before you looked it up?
I'm looking it up now. So far, unsuccessful.
What's this? M&M Mars? No.
What? That is that's a tart and tangy flavor. I get when you say Skittles, if I took one of each flavor and shoved it in my mouth and chewed it at the same time,
Yeah.
that's the flavor you get.
If you just took a handful.
You don't pick out the different flavors of Skittles.
Right, you just get...
Do you think all Skittles are flavored the same? Your mind's just playing a trick on you when they say, this green one is lime, this orange one is orange.
Fruit Loops are that way. All Fruit Loops have the same taste, different color, but Skittles definitely have different flavors.
Yeah, there's definitely a loogie or something at the bottom of this cup.
That's sick. You know what? I'm gonna go with
spit cup.
I'm gonna go with. Oh, that's disgusting. I'm gonna go with late, and I'm gonna say it's Skittles.
Did you look it up?
No.
Damn it.
Last year was Starburst.
Last year was Starburst. So
Yeah.
they're not doing individual flavors; they're doing actual candies.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
Types of candy.
It's called a fruit chew because I can't use Starburst.
I don't know if I'm getting a weird taste because of that loogie that's at the bottom of my cup, but I'm getting a Skittle mixed with a Now and Later. And you remember Now and Laters?
Yeah, but that's not a big Halloween candy.
Or Mambas, the chewy Mambas. I think we
It's
tried
also
those
not a big Halloween candy.
It's not, but Skittles is only because they give out the fun size packs.
Skittles are a big Halloween
They've
candy,
never had
just like
a
Starburst.
Halloween flavor. I feel like Starburst is just all around candy too. None of these are specifically Halloween. Like what are
none
those
of them
Granny
are
Apple Suckers?
specifically Halloween.
Those are Halloween specific. The caramel apple suckers, Halloween
you can
specific,
find them
bro.
anywhere.
Halloween specific. Sorry, I just threw up in my mouth. Cuckoo said hi chew. Hi chew. I don't want to use this cup.
It could be.
I'm gonna throw up. Let me get that loogie out of the bottle. I'm seriously gonna throw up. Oh, it rubs off.
Oh! You get rid of it. Don't drink it. You just drank it.
I gotta mix. What
are you
I gotta
doing?
do the mix. Give your score, Pappa J, because I know we haven't given it a score yet.
It is a 3.5. It's pretty good.
All right, 3.5. It's okay. It's medium.
The 3.5 is a good score.
Middle of the road.
There's nothing wrong with that.
And it looks like there's a lot of people that agree with the Skittles thought.
What would you rate it? Okay, never mind. If it was a different drink, that's what my question's stupid.
That's a great question.
If it was a different drink, what would you give it? You stupid.
If
fuck.
this was a Sprite.
If it was a Mountain Dew, what would you give it?
Yeah, if it was a Sprite, it'd be a 2.
Okay.
But it's Mountain Dew.
What about you, boss man? Voodoo Mountain Dew 2022
I like it.
mystery flavor.
I like it. It's got a good flavor.
Okay, what is it?
I think
You said
it
Skittle
tastes
right
like
away.
Skittles.
I feel like you saw something. That's why you had a great guess right
Well, I
away.
went to. I was gonna say this is a 4. This is a good
4?
soda.
Holy shit.
Wow, look at this
And
guy.
I don't like Mountain Dew. So
No,
that's
you
pretty-
don't like Mountain Dew. Square.
You know, I'm going to have to give this a 3. No, 4. A 4. It's not bad.
Oh, yeah?
I don't know if I'm just looking at that thing at the bottom of my cup and getting disgusted.
What, the protein?
I don't know what the fuck that is. I showed you guys on camera. It's disgusting. But I keep drinking no matter what. So, either way, I'm going to give it a 4. The flavor was there. If it's a Skittle, it rings a bell in my head. I feel like it is a Skittle, just melted in a microwave and mixed with some sugar and water. That's the flavor I get. No joke. And it's not bad. So because it's making my memory think it's a Skittle, my mind, I give it a 4 for that reason. Now, I'm going to go ahead and try it mixed with Coors Banquet. I'm going to try this Skittle voodoo drink that we think is a Skittle and mix it with Coors Banquet. Now, this usually goes over pretty well each time.
Right.
And this is the same cup that has a loogie at the bottom.
You put it back?
It's the same cup. I tried to scratch it out. A little bit came off, a little bit didn't. So I know a little bit's flaking around in my Mountain Dew beer right now. Which we've had, by the way, Mountain Dew beer.
Right.
I got the alcoholic cans up there.
Right.
Yeah, those were gross. Don't try those.
I saw the fucking thing.
Dude, there was a little spittle that came out there.
I saw the fucking the thing move in there. The loogie that was stuck to the bottom. You know what? Hold on. I got this. Let me drink the rest. There's some in
Don't
there.
do it, man.
Some in there.
Don't do it. What are you doing? Oh, hey, now look, it's gone.
Oh, that's not good. That loogie is what's fucking me up, dude. Put this somewhere else, please. My God.
You want some more?
Don't say that.
So how was it with the beer?
It's a 3. It's better by itself. It normally doesn't happen that way. When I mix any of these drinks with the beer, it tends to get a higher score. This one, not so much because of the sweet, tarty, tangy flavor of this. It's like mixing the orange tang with the beer, and I feel like it's like a sour beer. And I'm not a fan of sour beers. They actually have beers that are called sours. Oh, God. Sours right now?
Right.
Not good. Oh, Cuckoo said, you aren't using the cup I had on Sunday, are you?
Oh.
Yeah, it probably was, man. Why?
Cuckoo, why were you here on Sunday and why is it, which is Saturday? Oh, you know it is Sunday. It was Sunday Night Football.
It was a football
And
game.
Cuckoo was over here pouring his heart and soul into our microphones, and he accidentally went live with it. I'll tell you 2 things. I'm not going to tell you the whole story because he's probably shitting his pants right now. Like, what is Money going to say? He's going to reveal everything. Cuckoo told us 2 things. His the reason why he left the nest, right? I can say that, right?
Right.
I'm not gonna say why, but the reason why he left the nest and his sexual preference. So I'll leave that up to you. I'll leave that up to you, and he'll come in on one of these shows and explain to us because he doesn't owe us anything, but he's one of our favorite family members, one of our bestest buddies. He's been on the BigLipRadio podcast for quite some time, and I'd like to know. He doesn't owe us shit, but I'd like to know. As family, as friends, as somebody who cares about his well-being, I'd like to know what he's thinking and what he's about. And instead of me releasing the footage that he decided to come and record when he's 3 sheets of the fucking wind, I feel like he can just come and say it how he wants to say it. So I appreciate you for opening up those, Cuckoo, but my God, you need to come in and tell everybody because that's fascinating. It was crazy.
Riveting.
It was nuts. And I would love it. And I think everybody else would too. Oh, Pappa J. You know what that means, right? When you hear the end of that song?
Yeah, snack time.
It means it's time to vote on the MVP for snack time. We do have an MVP, and it's sitting right in front of us. So patiently waiting to be eaten by
all of us.
Put the fucking can down. Look at the big bald Eggman over here. He picked up this can. He's about to say, the MVP winner is this Mountain Dew. But that's because it's the only score he gave over a 4.
Right.
All of us, or at least 2 of us, gave these Cheez-It puffed white cheddar 5s.
5.
2 5s and 1 what? What'd you give it, Boss Man?
4.5.
You gave it a 4.5. So that makes that the MVP. You gave that a 4.5. The drink is what you're holding up, shoving in my face. That fucking, sorry. It gets me every once in a while. It gets me. It gets me. Just because I'm looking at that thing in the bottom of the fucking cup. But anyways, the Cheez-It Puffed is what we're talking about. I'm holding it up to the camera right now. That gets the MVP for tonight. You know what? We got to go through and grab all the MVP snacks that we've tried, if we can still get them, and then have a contest with just those snacks and find out who the real MVP winner is.
Right.
We have so many great segments, man. We could do this forever.
Right.
We could do podcasts all day and all night, and I think all 60,000 of you viewing right now would be involved and love it. But what we're going to do is cut the commercial break, and when we come back, we'll be doing what we like to call nostalgia,
right.
Talking about Boss Man's Vacation.
hungry. You got any snacks?
What do you mean, snacks?
You know, snacks. Like the Planet Gummies from Trolley, or the Crunchy Bacon Cheetos.
We had those.
How about the pulled pork Lay's chips with mustard?
We had those.
What? Where the fuck do you get those?
Glad you asked. It's called Pops Exotic. First thing you can do is go to popsexotic.com to see all the other snacks they have. Then go to all their social media at Pops Exotic to see all the cool and different snacks they have to offer.
How do we get there?
You heard of Uber?
Oh, shit.
It's your boy, Thugnificent, the IZW Heavyweight Champion, homie. Go ahead and support my boys, Big Lip Radio, homie. All right? Peace.
Yeah, buddy. This is Nostalgia. It's one of our favorite segments besides Snack Time of all time, and that's because you, watching in internet land or listening on to the Podcast Nation, get a chance to win a prize from the Big Lip Radio Prize Vault. Let me tell you something. We got a lot of prizes, and we have a lot to give away. Just ask Slay Zombie or Darkfire Blacken. They've received plenty of prize packages. Even though we can't get them to you right away, we'll get them to you somehow, and if it's all adding up, you'll have a big old package at your doorstep. And I'm not talking about Eric's big old dick. I'm talking about prizes like comic books, Pokemon cards, video games, pops, whatever you collect or into. Doesn't matter. I will give it to you. Shirts, right? Elbows. You're itching your elbow, right? Yeah, we get elbows in the mail. Yeah. Yes, and all you guys got to do is guess the name of this game.
This one stumped everybody.
It did, and I kind of understand why, but at the same time, I'm not sure why. Because if you play video games, especially on the Super Nintendo, you've played this game. Let's go ahead and review last week's clue. Now, before I hit the play button, you guys have one whole week from Tuesday to Tuesday, essentially, to guess the name of this game. Now, you can't guess because we're actually live right now. And if you're old school, email podcast@BigLipRadio.com or go to all of our social media, write the name of the game in there. But we're reviewing last week's, and you'll have an opportunity to win again. You ready for last week's, Pappa J?
Yeah.
Let's do this.
Potato. Delicious. Fight on.
It's a hard one.
Ready. Nostalgia.
Yes, when you hear that sound, that means it's the end of the clue for you. And the boss man over here just showed me Double Dragon. That's not it.
No.
I feel like Double Dragon was only on the NES.
Double Dragon was on everything.
It is not Mortal Kombat, the movie. It is a fighting game, though. You're
Killer Instinct.
Hey, Pappa J, you got it correct. Yeah. It is indeed Killer Instinct. It says Killer Instinct is a series of fighting video games originally created by Rare and published by Midway, Nintendo, and Microsoft Studios. The original Killer Instinct was released for arcades in 1994. The game was then released for Super NES and Game Boy in 1995. Killer Instinct was a good fighting game. It wasn't a Mortal Kombat, but if you got sick and tired of Mortal Kombat, I feel like you played this game. Clay Fighters is another Hadouken. That's Street Fighter, buddy.
Street Fighter.
But that's another one you kind of gravitated away from. You were either a Mortal Kombat guy or a Street Fighter guy.
Right.
I feel like. But do not worry if you did not guess last week's. I have a brand new one for you guys to guess. All you guys got to do is go to our social media at BigLipRadio, type the name of this game in, anywhere, because I can tell the date and time you typed it in, so I know what it will apply to, because we don't do any old things for months on end. It's literally just 1 week. You got 7 days until next Tuesday to figure. I'll say 6 days. You got until next Monday to figure it out, because I'll cut off submissions on Tuesday. So if you're old school and you don't want to go to any social media or don't have any social media, podcast@BigLipRadio.com is our email. Go there or go to BigLipRadio.com.
Or you can snail mail them at 100.
That's your address, bro. You sure you want to get that out? Yes. So here's the clue for you.
Dad, I'm really bored.
What's you there? Good day to you. I'm the advisor, and I'm here to take you to a magical land. You first, lad. Friends can come too. Even grown-ups. I almost forgot. You too. Go!
Nostalgia.
I have no idea.
I will give you one clue, because this one is also a hard one. You pulled Killer Instincts out of your ass at the last second, Pappa J.
Right.
So I feel like you may or may not be able to do this game. But this game, me personally, I played it first on PlayStation 1. PlayStation 1, and it's not SimCity. It's not SimCity. I guess that's the other clue I'll give you. It's not SimCity. But if you think you know the name of this game, go to all of our social media at Big Lip Radio. Type that name in anywhere. BigLipRadio.com. There's a contact page. Type it in there. Podcast@BigLipRadio.com. If you're old school and want to email people still, email me the name of this game. You'll win a prize from the Big Lip Radio prize vault. But I like to keep the hosts here entertained. And I like to, reward them for their hard work and dedication and the fact that they want to be here. I don't pay them. They do this for free, the boss man and Pappa J. And most of the time they bring snacks and pay for certain things. So I always like to do a little game just for them. And I like to call this game
Guess That Jingle.
If you didn't figure it out, it's called Guess That Jingle, and it's where these gentlemen here in the studio, it doesn't matter if it's these two or anybody else, it could be anybody else in the studio, they get a chance to guess the name of the jingle. And a jingle, Pappa J, if you want to tell people what a jingle is.
A jingle is a like theme music for a commercial, only it sticks in your head. It repeats very frequently, and when you're whistling it, going down the aisle of a grocery store, you'll end up picking up that Mentos, the fresh maker.
Yes, or double minkum.
Right.
Or any of those other things that get stuck in your head. That's why they're called jingles, because it's catchy. It's something that's going on.
Grab that Folgers, because you're
the fresh
singing.
part of waking up is Folgers in your butt.
Yeah, and that's much more effective than going Maxwell House. Good to the last drop. What?
What is that? Work. I don't remember that.
All right.
So these gentlemen are about to guess the jingle I'm about to play. Kyle Clark said, Price is Right. You're correct. That is the jingle for Guess That Jingle. It's the Price is Right. But these two gentlemen in here now have a chance to win a prize. Are you guys ready?
Yep.
Let's hear that jingle.
Come on and taste the way. Come on and have a day. You're on the trail of something great. Today was made to celebrate. Come on and have a day.
I edit these differently each time. I'm trying to find out which one works better. So that's why there was a bunch of cuts like that, because it would give it away if I left any little bit in.
Right.
Any idea? You need to hear it
I
again?
have no idea. Let's hear it again.
Yeah. All right. While we hear it again, could you grab me a beer?
Come on and taste the way. Come on and have a
that would have given it
on
away.
The trail of something great. Today was made to celebrate. Come on and have a day.
It makes it harder when I edit it that way, huh?
Is it sun-kissed?
No, it's not sun-kissed. You each get a guess. Oh my God, is this the first time I'm going to stump these guys?
Yeah, you're going to stump us on this one.
Holy shit. It's the first time. Because I don't think I've stumped you yet. Usually Pappa J's like, I got it.
Now, I got it in one note. Usually.
I know what's the hardest way to edit, and that's literally just cutting the music and leaving the gap of what it's supposed to say, and then letting the music.
That's the best way to do it, though.
But I like to have some sound in. So last week when I edited it, I left the bed of the music in, and I just cut the voice. And before, what I've done is I've put in a beep beep in there and everything, but it gives too much away. I've come to realize when I just hard cut and don't leave anything and let it pick back up, you guys get stumped. Can I give you guys a clue?
Give me a clue.
It is a drink.
Well, I knew that part.
You said which one? High C?
I said sun-kissed.
Yeah. It's neither of those two, but it is a drink.
Hawaiian Punch.
Can I say it is a dark drink with carbonation? There's not a lot of those.
Is it Pepsi?
Hey, boss man, got it!
I do not recognize that as a Pepsi jingle.
Pepsi, my friend. No joke. The official home of Pepsi. Sign up and buy. Anyway, Pepsi is a carbonated soft drink
I don't remember that at all.
I don't
by
either.
PepsiCo.
Well, that's why I was thinking sun-kissed, because I heard the drink part.
Well, some of these commercials I get are from 1960 and later. And it goes up till 1990s, the latest I'll go to. So it'll never be a new commercial, because there's not really any jingles nowadays. You know what I mean?
Pepsi, the new generation. I remember Pepsi.
Well, I can say Pepsi was originally created and developed in 1893 by Caleb Brandham and introduced as Brad's Drink. It was renamed as Pepsi Cola in 1898 and then shortened to Pepsi in 1961. Isn't that dude?
It's crazy.
Weird. Some of the things like Coca-Cola, it was used to have actual Coke in it.
Right, used to have cocaine in it.
That's fucking crazy, man. How do they get away with shit like this?
It was legal back then.
All right, boss man. Since you guessed it correct, you get
to
pick a prize. Don't look at the TV.
Yeah, quit playing your video games.
No, I mean don't look at the camera, because I'm going to show everybody all the prizes that are in here, kind of, sort of. There's a lot of different prizes in here. Now, you get to stick your little dick scanners in there, and don't look in it. Stop looking at it. Why you look right at it when I say don't look in it? You're like, oh, hey, my oppositional defiance, all I got to do is do what he didn't say.
Right. Meanwhile, he's playing this goddamn video game and not...
Put your hand up in the box and grab a prize from the prize vault. There's a lot in there. Lots to choose from. A whole lot to choose from. A lot. You're digging hard. I said grab a prize, not 20,000 of them. What'd you get, boss man?
I got Pokemon trading cards.
Whoa! What kind?
Trunk or treats.
Trunk or treats? It's trick or treats. Boo! Catch a ball, baby.
Maybe I got a Pikachu.
You know how to open those things? He got a pack of Pokemon cards that you can exclusively only get during the Halloween season.
Oh my God, he can't open.
You all right?
Yeah, boy. Let me show you.
He said, "Boy,
dude, don't mess up."
There's a guy on TikTok who goes around
don't mess up my
people
PCA
boy.
10 card.
He'll walk up to a random stranger. Usually, it's a black guy in the store. He's like, "Hand me those pair of pants, boy," and he's right next to him. But
oh my God.
And the guys are always like,
there
at first they're like, "What'd you say?" And he's like, "Hand me them pants, there, boy." And these people get so distraught. They're like, "Are you fucking kidding me? Stop calling me boy." You dropped the cards. You get a Charizard? You get a Charizard? Oh, your moose knuckles pointing.
He ran it over.
He picked it up with his knuckle. For those of you who aren't watching.
I got a sparkly card.
Shorts.
Ooh, my gosh. He got a Mewtwo.
Ooh, ultra rare.
What? You got a couple ultra rares?
You got shorts on under your shorts.
You got hentai porn and Sinista. Yeah, that's the hentai porn one right there. Yep. Hey, thank you so much for actually participating. You got it correct. You said Pepsi. I gave you a few clues. But you're still correct, so here's your prizes. I appreciate it. But I need to know a few things there, boss man.
What?
You left us last Tuesday.
I did.
And you left us with, what do we call him? Bulk Lesnar?
Yeah, Bulk Lesnar.
Darkfire Blacken.
Yeah.
Pappa J's lawyer.
Mm-hmm. I heard it.
You left us with him.
Yeah.
And it's not about him right now. It's about you. Why did you leave us? We wouldn't have had to find this gentleman to come in and stay till 10 o'clock like you do. He literally did the same thing you did, by the way.
I had to flee the country.
You say country.
Yeah.
Now, I'm kind
and county. I fled the county, too.
Oh, it was the county for sure, but the country, I don't know.
Oh, look.
I received...
Oh, cool.
Oh, no.
A postcard.
You got a postcard from him?
I don't know.
Who the fuck sends postcards?
I got this postcard here. I know it's very unfamiliar to a lot of you out there, but people used to be pen pals, right? You remember pen pals back in the day where you send them a letter and they send you one back?
You used to always send postcards because that was the only way you could keep touch.
It's snail mail, right? They call it snail mail because it's slow.
Well, when'd you get it?
I got it a couple days ago, actually, before you got back, I feel like. It says, I'll read it, because you write these little notes on these postcards you get in the gift shop, and this one's a sloth.
Yeah.
It's a sloth.
Yeah, and the sloth moves.
It does. It's like one of them little, you can't see it in the camera.
Yeah.
But it's very slow, so I get it. It doesn't really move. You can't see it in your eye. It says Smith family, S-M-I-F family. Smith. Greetings from Vancouver. Spurt. Oh, yeah. Sorry. Your handwriting's ferocious, by the way. It says, spent the day hanging out on the government in Stanley Park. You all would love it here. So much to do and see your friend Eric. Why are you so nervous? You're tapping your chair?
Because I was sitting there thinking, like, the words that I wrote on that card.
Let me hold up this one. For those of you that can read.
Because you said government.
It looks like government. Spent the time at the
greetings from Vancouver. Spent the day hanging out at the aquarium in Stanley Park. You all would have loved it here. So much.
Even he's having a hard time.
So much to do and see your friend Eric.
To be fair, that was really cool. I'm glad to get a card. I have not gotten a postcard, I think, from anybody in my entire life. So when I saw this in the mailbox, I was like, holy shit, this is awesome. But you say you went out of state. This is Vancouver, Seattle, Washington.
BC.
British Columbia, which is Canada.
It is Canada.
Yeah, it's out of the country.
So you were out of the country? Yeah. You were up north past Minnesota and all them, or you were in D.C.?
It's north of Washington, the state of Washington.
Okay.
Washington borders
it's on the
Canada.
coast.
Why were you in this country?
So I was there to pick up a car for a friend.
A car for a friend?
Yeah.
I feel like that's a lot of work for a friend.
Hey, I got a nice trip out of it.
Did this friend pay for your trip?
Yeah.
Was it Pappa J?
No.
Oh.
No. But
you got friends besides us?
I do.
Damn.
And
well, I met a couple of them.
So
they're all girls. Was it a girl that sent you out?
Yeah.
Holy shit! What a fucking
friends.
So some of the backstory. I've been wanting to go up to Idaho for a long time now because I want to go see a friend that's up there. But I also wanted to go to Washington State and Portland also as well when I went on that trip. Well, this car just happened to fall right into place because Vancouver is above Washington, so I got to go to Washington, I got to go to Portland, got to go to Idaho, and then come home.
Yeah.
And so it worked out perfect. And
you get to visit a lot of different states.
In Vancouver, I got to stay for free at a building called The Cube, which
like the Nintendo GameCube?
It's famous for its design. And
is it a cube?
When I got there, it is a cube. But
it is. It's a glass cube.
You got to look at it.
Like 13 Ghosts?
So we come pulling up to the building, and I'm like, this building looks so familiar. Like, I know this building. Like, as a kid, I know this building really, really well, and I couldn't put my finger on it. It's the Phoenix Foundation from MacGyver. That's what the building they used for the headquarters of the Phoenix Foundation. And they were telling me, they went out and they put a sign out, and they rearranged some things for when they were filming MacGyver, and then they'd take it all back away. And that was pretty awesome to know that I was in the Phoenix Foundation. And there's a lot of cool things all within walking distance. I got to go to a mine that they have out there called Britannia, and that was really awesome.
So you went to was it an underground mine or was
no?
it?
Usually
it's
when
you hear a
mine,
it's underground, right?
Their smelting
but there's
plant
tunnels that are in the side of a mountain.
Is on the side of the mountain. The smelting plant is on, and it's a huge
smelting plant.
Yeah. So the ore would come
active?
out. No, it ended in the 70s.
Oh.
So the ore would come out. They would grind up the ore all the way down. So there were several steps down the mountain in this giant building. And so it started off as rock. They'd crush it, go to smaller granules, they'd crush it more. And at the very base where we were at, it had...
Like the base of the shaft?
They put it in liquid vats that were bigger than your house. And they would get the minerals to settle at the bottom. And then they would send that off to have a process. And it was mainly a copper mine, but it also had silver and gold that came out of that mine.
Now, did you get to see any of this process happen?
I didn't get to see the process.
Because I know it was closed down, but did they have like some demonstration?
They had a demo, and then because a lot of the machinery is already out of the building, they had... Dude, it was awesome.
Now, did you go by yourself?
Yes, I went by myself. Oh, but
so you had all your
when I went to the
friends
mine,
with
I went with a friend of mine.
Okay.
So we're at the mine, and they had teamed up with a movie producer or something. No. They had teamed up with a movie producer to set up the whole thing.
Yeah.
And I got a video I can show you guys later. So they have
Put it in our Discord, bro.
They have all these big ass speakers in there and special effects to kind of simulate what was going on while
like
you're
Weird
there.
Al Yankovic.
How loud it was.
Yeah.
And they got sparks flying all around you and stuff like that. It was pretty bitchin'. It was definitely like we got done. I looked at the guy that was what do you call it, the tour guide. I'm like, dude, do that again. We got to watch that again because it was that good. I'm like, I got to see that again. And I'm so glad I recorded it because, on the drive back, I'm playing it again. Like, that
keep
was
repeating
so cool.
it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was cool. And
by yourself?
No, I went with my friend.
Okay.
And
but the drive back
then
was
we went
with
to
you
the
and your
aquarium.
friend?
Yeah, we got to drive in his new Tesla Model S. That was
How
pretty
was
bitchin'. That was cool. That was a cool car.
Yeah.
Did
he let you push it to the limit?
No, I was just fine being a passenger. Then we went to the Stanley Park, which is the same Stanley, the Stanley Cup. And so we went to
Stanley Cup, not Stanley the comic creator.
Went to an amazing aquarium that's there.
That's where you sent me the postcard from.
Yeah. And then I got to go to a private rowing club and have lunch. That was awesome. It was right on the water.
A rowing club?
Dude, it was so busy with all the people that were there.
Yeah.
And then also on Monday ended up being a holiday. The Prime Minister declared it a holiday because of the Queen's funeral.
Yeah.
And so we thought going to the aquarium that it was going to be kind of dead. Holy crap, man. Everybody with their kids was there.
I noticed something very strange. When people think it's going to be the deadest time of the day, the deadest day of the season, everybody's always there. Because every time I've went on the trip this last few years, I feel like I'm been, all right, well, there's nobody going to be here. It's a random Tuesday in the week, and then everybody's there. What the hell is up with that?
Well, it was just because he declared it a holiday, so there was no school, and parents were home
Everybody's
off
out
work.
of class,
Yeah.
right? So that makes logical sense.
It was fine. It was really cool. That was an amazing aquarium.
Do you understand this comment here? Slay Zombie said, wow, I can't imagine why they would be upset about some random vlogger being overly racist directly in their face. I know we're racist, but I feel like he's not talking about us.
Right.
Because I'm trying to figure out what comment he said. Sorry to derail your story there, boss man. But I've been looking at that. I'm trying to figure it out. And I can't. You could just Slay Zombie in the chat on YouTube. Just go in depth what you mean. I'll be willing to answer that because I'm not sure. I don't care if you're calling us racist because Pappa J is.
What?
What do you mean?
Not me.
I mean, the boss man goes to Vancouver. Clearly, he's racist, right?
Well, he's definitely racist.
I mean, we only had
He went to the whitest country.
We only had a
planet.
black man on our 200th episode, right?
Right.
Actually, no. I felt like a minority there, but there was a lot of. It was
Really?
It was a big melting pot of all sorts of different.
Now that's a
different
racist
races and
slang.
cultures.
Melting pot. You can't say that.
What a melting pot. Anyways,
You can't say that.
There were a lot of different people there.
now.
I went to a restaurant and it was a French restaurant, and the guy he didn't call it tap water. He called it something completely different. Like he comes over, he's like, "Hey, would you like some of this?" And I'm like, "Can you explain that? Because I haven't got a clue what you just said." He's like, "Tap water." I'm like, "Oh yeah, I want some tap water." I was like, "I don't know what you said before."
You wanted some Vancouver tap water from America?
Well, no, because normally people get sparkling water
Yeah.
at fancy restaurants.
So you want a tap?
I want a tap water.
Well, did it taste good?
Yeah, it tastes really good.
On
then
a
I had a
scale
beer
of 0
with
to
it.
5, what would you give it?
On the water?
Tap water.
The water was a 5. It was great
Really?
water. So
Weird. I haven't had good tap water since Minnesota.
Are we gonna get to the part where he was over serving himself?
You were pleasuring yourself?
No, over serving himself. His alcohol problem.
we're not there yet.
You sent me a picture,
Yeah.
big dog. You got a couple minutes
Yeah,
left.
let me
by
peel
the
the onion.
You sent
So
you
from-
sent us a picture with your friends, right?
Yeah.
It wasn't just you. Yeah, right. It was just you. I didn't see your friends. I didn't see no
Uh-huh.
picture
We
of your
didn't
friends.
see him with
I saw
anybody
pictures
else.
of just, you got that picture,
You
Papa
sent
J?
You're
a
jumping.
dozen
You're jumping
pictures.
like 4 days ahead.
Well, yes, but
There's a
We
lot
don't
of-
have 4 days of podcast.
right.
Fine, I'll just shut up.
We get to the
No,
interesting part.
get to your fucking.
So from Vancouver, I went.
You literally sent us a few.
Nobody cares you drank tap water in a fucking restaurant.
That's not where I'm going. From
Papa
there,
J, you're an
I
asshole.
went south to Seattle.
All right.
I saw the Space Needle. That was kind of hokey.
Did you go to Pink,
There was a lot
Pink
of-
Gorilla Games?
There was no shoot.
What?
I should have gone there. There was a lot of people camping out all around, but I went to.
You mean homeless people?
People without houses.
How do you? No, they had houses. You never know.
Oh, the tents.
No, I know.
Tents are not houses.
Maybe they're out camping.
No.
They're camping in
Urban camping.
He was with the Peace Corps.
You're making an assumption.
It's the next big thing, urban camping.
So I saw the Space Needle. I got to see that at dusk.
He was with the Peace Corps.
That was really awesome. And then from there, there was an Air and Space Museum that was in Seattle.
Right.
And that was amazing. And by amazing, they had the canopy of an SR-71 Blackbird that you could sit in.
Right. You actually got to sit in
I got
a
to
Blackbird?
sit in an SR-71 Blackbird. That was bitchin'. So I was there and I was looking at the thing. I'm like waiting for people so I can get in it. And this other guy comes walking in. I'm like, hey, can you get my picture in this? And all of a sudden we turned into like 5-year-olds because that was awesome to get to sit in the seat of an SR-71 Blackbird.
Is that where you drink all the beer?
No, we're just getting there.
Goddamn.
So
I
that was
like beer.
That was Seattle.
Yeah.
So then I went south because I wanted to go see another museum that was in Portland. And
you're a museum guy.
I went to the Evergreen Museum, where they
Is that where you drink all the beer?
Where they had the spruce goose.
The spruce goose.
The spruce goose.
That sounds like beer.
And I got to sit in the pilot seat of the spruce goose.
Damn.
And that was awesome.
Pappa J, what's a spruce goose?
I
don't know.
It's an old airplane.
Okay.
It's one of the largest airplanes that was ever built.
Old.
Built by Howard Hughes. No, doesn't ring a bell.
Howard Hughes, he had that movie.
And also while I was I kind of skipped a little bit. While I was in Washington.
He said I kind of skipped a bit. I want the beer.
Right.
So I got to go to...
I'm trying to leave you time to play one of your favorite segments of all time.
It's all right. I'll skip that.
Play it right now. Fuck it.
Guess that.
Yeah. All right. No, we're kidding.
All right. We can either play this game or you can finish your story.
I want to hear the story.
That's what I'm saying. I'll leave it up to you.
I'll finish the story.
Okay. Well, you always want... I said
do.
last week we'll play this game, and I'm trying to play this game, but we got a minute left.
You know, I thought you guys wanted to hear what was going on.
I do.
She cut me
I
off.
want to hear about... We told you what we want to hear about, and you're avoiding what we want to hear about.
I'm getting there.
God damn.
So there was so many awesome things I got to see.
Did you suck any wieners?
No.
Okay, fuck.
I got to go to Atkins.
I would have. Sorry. By the way, what we're doing to you is what we do to Pappa J.
Yeah, I know.
Let's not forget that. It takes him 2 hours to tell a story because we keep interrupting him.
You guys know that I'm big into Mazdas. I'm a big Mazda guy, big rotary engine guy. I got to go to 2 of the major premier rotary shops that are in the U.S. One is Atkins Rotary.
Yeah.
And I got to spend a couple hours there just totally geeking out over all the parts, all the Mazdas.
Yeah.
Getting to talk with the man himself, Dan Atkins.
Ooh. The Atkins Diet Man?
He does that diet.
Had a wonderful time there. And then when I was in Portland, I got to go see Rob Golden, who owns Pineapple Racing. He's also a really big name.
You know what pineapples mean, by the way? If you wear pineapple clothing or have a pineapple in your house, it means you're technically some sort of swinger type.
This is before that. This is before that all came out.
Okay, I didn't know.
But,
I just realized that.
But I got to talk with Rob Golden for a couple hours. Like, it is really cool. These guys have been doing rotaries for years, and to get to sit and talk with them, they took the time to talk with me for a long time.
Because you have a bunch of rotary Mazdas.
I do. I'm a big Mazda rotary guy.
You're a rotary guy.
So now we've gone to Washington, gone to Portland. Now we went to Idaho.
Yeah.
So I went to see another rotary guy that I know who's got over 50 Mazda rotaries.
Jesus.
And are
they just sitting outside, or does he have a garage?
No, he's got garages for him.
Son of a gun. That's a lot
of
money.
He's got massive garages. And
he's rich?
I don't know.
Can we get an interview with
humble.
him?
He's very humble.
So he would not mind talking about his value?
Could he get us an interview with Britney Spears?
You know a lot of people that you don't want us to talk to.
I don't know.
No, that's true.
I never
You
asked.
know a lot of
That's
people.
true.
You
He's
hesitate
embarrassed
on
of
bringing
us.
Sarah over, and you hesitate on bringing Claudia over.
Right.
But usually you bring those people over when Pappa J's not here. So
Right,
I've come to realize that it's Pappa J. He's met Sarah, right? That's it.
Right.
I don't know.
I meant the illegal.
Oh my God.
So, getting back on track.
Who? Paulie's wife at one time, his ex-wife.
Oh yeah, her too.
the coyote.
Goddamn.
Yeah, she
This
was
crew banging illegal. I'll tell you that.
We love the breaking the law. I tell you that. You've been in jail what 9 times? You fucking drunkie.
I don't remember.
Yeah, fucking said it. Go ahead. Do you remember where you were at?
I was. Yeah, so I'm in Idaho, and I helped Monty bring home another RX-7, and we went to an auction site. That had
Have you been to prison, Eric?
No.
Damn.
And it turned into another rotary weekend. We went out to a wrecking yard.
Just for conjugal.
I got to strip down a car for
You
parts.
got to strip for parts?
Got some car parts.
Yeah,
got to drink a whole bunch of beer. And
is that the picture you sent us?
Yeah.
At the Rotary party?
Yeah, we were all sitting around talking about cars and drinking beer, and
Damn.
Holy crap, that was a lot of beer.
You know, sitting around drinking beer with people in general is fun. And now when you have a common topic in mind, I think that just elevates the whole scenario. Like yours, for example, would be rotary cars.
So what's funny is two of us.
Mine is having sex with women.
Two of us were rotary guys. All the other guys were Mustang guys. So they're like, I don't get how you guys.
What is a rotary?
I don't get how you guys like these Mustangs or these Mazdas and stuff. And I'm like, dude, you like a car that you keep telling me about Cobras. So what is it? Is it a snake or a Mustang? Is it a horse or, like?
Now, do rotary engines? This is going too deep. Exist in more than just Mazdas?
Yes.
Where else are they?
You could have.
Are there newer ones like the 2022 version?
The most
rotaries?
current production one is a Mazda MX-30, which is only available in California as a range extender.
A range extender.
So like a hybrid.
Oh,
a hybrid.
Like half battery, half gas.
The last rotary engine car, straight rotary engine, was the RX-8, which ended in 2011, I believe.
And a lot of the video games.
They haven't picked up production of the rotary since.
Well, the
I
EP,
figured that'd be just
it's because the EPA they keep changing rules and stuff like that, and so it's pretty awesome. I mean, I'm into the old school stuff: RX2s, 3s, 4s, the Mazda rotary pickup truck, all the RX-7s, and so it's pretty.
Didn't aircraft use rotary engines?
There are some planes. Dan Atkins has a rotary aircraft,
right?
Yeah.
And it's pretty cool. He's got some rotary boats. They got superchargers on them.
Needless to say, you're a rotary type of guy.
I am a rotary guy.
Are you always going to be rotary when you buy cars of any
hard.
sort? Besides, your daily driver is not a rotary.
No, it's not.
It's a Buick. It's a Jaguar.
It's a Yoda.
Are any of those guys rotaries?
No.
No, Chevrolet tried rotaries. Ford and Chrysler both had orders for rotaries that didn't come out.
Only Mazda has commercially produced any.
That is not true. You had the NSU Spider, which had a rotary.
Right, but that's not an appreciable amount of cars.
The Row 80, which had a rotary. You had the Norton rotary motorcycles, which kick ass. That has a twin rotor.
They were horrible.
You had the Hercules rotary motorcycle. You had the Suzuki RE5 rotary motorcycle.
God damn, you're a
the
rotary
Van
guy.
Veen rotary motorcycle.
Yeah, but they don't make them no more because they suck.
To round off your story,
they still make the Wankel. The what did I just say? The Norton. You get the Norton.
To round off your story, boss man. Number one, first question: did you have a great trip?
I had an awesome.
You enjoyed
trip.
it.
That's awesome.
You sent me a card.
I didn't want to come home.
It sounded like it was great. I really appreciate the card. I was about to make fun of you, but I'm like, that's really cool. Actually, I've never received a postcard. It's awesome. And it's not email, an e-card.
When I came back home, I stopped at the Hoover Dam and I got out of the car. I was like, "Holy crap, it's freaking hot."
Number two, what is your dream car?
Ooh, that'd be the car from Ferris Bueller's Day Off. That Ferrari is pretty sweet.
The one he ruins his dad's?
Yeah,
that
the 62 Ferrari to California.
Shit. That's not rotary, though.
No, doesn't have to be. That car's just got really good, sexy lines to it.
Okay, since we're on the topic of rotary, what's your dream rotary car? Mazda RX-8?
Oh, hell no. The RX-8's kind of like the...
You got an RX-7 racer.
Yeah, I've got an RX-3 race car. I would probably say an RX-3 SP, which is like the body kit version of the RX-3 car.
All right. And third question. Go ahead, Pappa J.
What car did you go up to pick up?
Oh, it was a Toyota Camry.
Oh, not even a fucking rotary car?
They sent you to Canada.
Why didn't you fucking start this show with that?
For the most commonly produced car over the last 30 years.
No,
they sent you to Canada for that?
We were fucking patient with you because we thought it was your hobby, your dream. Come to find out, it's not a fucking rotary car, and it's a pile of shit you can get at the goddamn dad's used car dealership right over here.
Right.
So?
That's amazing.
Hey, if you got the chance to drive a car back for free and get to see all sorts of stuff for free, would you do it?
No. Not a Toyota Camry. No. Maybe a Chevy Camaro was the lowest I'd go.
I got 35 to 40 miles to the gallon.
Did you get paid to do any of this? You just said for free.
He was just comp.
You just said for free. You had to buy your own beer. You had to buy your own museum tickets.
I got beer for
you had to buy your own mine tickets. You had to buy your own fucking hotels to stay in. There was nothing free about this.
Well, hey,
you just didn't have to pay for the car because somebody else paid for the fucking car.
I was going to take my own car to do this anyway, so it worked out I didn't have to.
Eric!
Now, how did you meet all these rotary guys?
I've known them from Seven Stock out in California.
Oh my!
Wow!
Eric,
which is a big Mazda rotary
man.
gathering.
I feel like you're really too good of a friend. You know what I mean? I feel like people are taking advantage of you because you're kind, and these are true words. Now, this is coming from me.
I filled that car up with car parts coming back from Idaho.
Oh, my God, dude, for free?
No, I paid for those parts.
You did not. You paid for the money that the person gave you to pay for those fucking parts.
No, I bought those parts.
Come on, man. You're too kind. I would never send a friend. Let me just say this. I would never send a friend to go pick up a card for me unless I paid for their hotel, unless I paid for their food, unless I paid for their beer, anything. You are a really good friend is what I'm trying to say. I would have to fund that person's trip in order to not feel guilty. That's the problem. I would feel so guilty sending somebody to fucking Vancouver to pick up a Toyota Camry and not pay their whole way. Not alone. Did you fly to any of these places and drive back?
I flew to Vancouver and drove back.
Okay.
Right.
Did they pay for your ticket to fly?
Yeah.
Did they pay for the hotel?
No, they didn't.
I stayed at the Cube.
He stayed. So
what
he paid.
What the hell is the Cube?
Look it up.
I know what it is.
13
Look up
goes.
the Cube, Vancouver.
Boss man, I feel like you're friends with some of the wrong people. Now, we don't ask you for anything, and I feel like your generosity speaks louder than what you speak because you will come here every Tuesday, have at least one type of snack, and maybe some beer that you'll let me have. If I asked you for a beer right now, you'd probably give it to me,
go for it.
even though there's one left in there.
No, there's not. There's a bunch in there.
Okay, see what I'm saying? You're very kind and gracious.
I offer all the time to Pappa J.
And I never pay you any. I guess I paid you $20 once for an event.
But
either way, I give you free T-shirts. You are so kind and gracious. I hate people that take advantage of you. And I felt like you just got taken advantage of.
I had a good trip.
Who sent you on this trip?
I'm not gonna say.
God damn it!
Oh my
God damn it! We could spend another fucking hour on this gentleman.
Because it's none of your damn business.
You're right.
I had a fun ass trip.
I need to confront.
I loved it. I wish I was still in Idaho right now.
But now you have to look for a job because you use all your money trying to fucking go to the mines and
that would be like me sending you to Mississippi to pick up a Honda Shadow.
I don't need to. I don't need.
Right.
You got your sugar daddy right here.
I pulled it all out.
Come on, boss man, you're too nice.
That'd be like me sending you to Mississippi to pick up a Honda Shadow when I could just buy one down the street.
Now we realize.
Hey, wait, Mississippi, you want me to pick that up?
I know you'd be.
I'll drive that back. Mississippi's got some nice stuff to see.
Oh, it's a great ride.
Here's the deal.
There.
Now this is just my own conclusion. This was a woman that sent him on this.
Right, guaranteed.
When he got back and delivered this Toyota Camry, was there a happy ending? Let's just say that at the end of this.
Yeah.
Was there a full release?
She's excited to get her car. Oh, no.
Fuck. See?
And I know the people that were in Vancouver, so I got to have a good time hanging out.
Did you at least get a handy by anybody?
No, I'm fine.
Did you sleep with anybody?
Nope.
I mean, he drank with people, but
Dude,
that's a little different.
Hey, I got to sit in the cockpit of an SR-71. I got to sit in the seat of the Spruce Goose.
Go to Luke Air Force
I got
Base.
to meet two awesome guys in the rotary world and spend time
You're
geeking
sitting
out
with two awesome fucking guys.
Yeah.
Right.
I get to do that all the time. World. These guys are way up there. I don't get to see all the time. I got to go to Idaho.
Boss,
and
man.
I got to go see a car I've been wanting to see since 2019 and get parts off of it.
He's trying. See what a good guy he is? He's like, it's not her fault. I wanted to do all this.
Wait, there are some things I didn't like. I had to go through Vegas. I didn't like that.
I like Vegas.
And he's in
I
got to go to
the dam tour and go check out the dam, and that was awesome. They had a generator out, so there was a
And he didn't go to any game stores?
No, I didn't go to any.
Hotspot of retro gaming.
Washington.
So many of the YouTubers I follow are out of the Northeast.
No free plugs, but Pink Gorilla.
Right, well, Pink Gorilla Games.
If I thought about it, because I want to get Knack too, and they don't have it at Fallout.
Boss man. What?
All right, guys. Well,
all right.
If you need someone to kick around, we'll just hit our socials.
Podcast at BigLipRadio. If you're old school, ask for the boss man.
Now
we'll
it's time for guest that actor.
No.
Come on.
Fuck no.
Come on, please, guys.
Listen,
please.
You got used and abused, so we're gonna use and abuse you. All right? No fucking guess that actor.
No more snack time for me.
We have 30-year snacks still up here. I think we're solid. I think we're fucking solid. If you didn't bring them for a few weeks, but my God, whoever out there is using this, man, I'm gonna find you.
Knock it off.
I'm gonna make sure you fucking pay him.
Right.
I don't care who you are or where you come from.
Time is valuable.
This man.
Snack time is valuable.
I said this man's
time is valuable. He's one of my bestest friends, and I'm sure he's Pappa J's best friend because they've only been friends for at least 15 fucking years.
Oh, at least.
And we've never sent him on some fucking goose chase for free to pick up a car.
Yeah,
Who the fuck are you? God damn it, he's vulnerable.
But it's a good thing you guys don't have pickup trucks because I'd say, hey, can you help me go get that car in Idaho?
Not true, because he values his friendship, so you would never ask us to do something like that.
Well, actually, for real. So can we put a tow hitch on that Honda?
He said for reals. He's fucking around now because he doesn't.
No, I really want that car. It's in Idaho.
He knows
I can't
we're
get
right.
it back here.
He knows we're fucking right. All I gotta say
Hey,
is
look,
stop using
U-Haul's
abusing our van.
$900.
Go to all of our social media at BigLipRadio. That includes Facebook, Twitch, Instagram, TikTok, DiamondApp.com, Zune. Shut up. TheTruthSocial.com. Everywhere where media is present. If you're into podcasts and not even video quality, go to iHeartRadio. LimeWire, Napster. Go to iHeartRadio. Go to Spotify. Go to iTunes Music. Go to Google Play Music. Go to Spreaker. No shit. I'm telling you. Type in Big Lip Radio in your Google chat. You'll find us. If you still can't find us, BigLipRadio.com. All of our podcasts are listed on the front page. And sign up for some lip service, man. Go get you some merch. It's all there. Check us out, and we will be here next Tuesday to give you guys another show. Oh my God, fucking boss, man! I can't believe you. We find out weird things like this constantly about one of our bestest friends in the whole entire world. So I guess if you want to find out some more weird shit, check us out next Tuesday live at the same place you're watching us now. And if you don't know where it is, it's on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitch between 5:30 and 6. Hit like and subscribe, and we'll catch you guys then.
That nude beach was cool.
Peace. What the fuck? You went to a fucking nude beach?
He did.
Bro, what the fuck?
What?
What? I saw his whole belly move when he said that. What?
I know our teaser video.
Oh my God. This guy.
You're gonna lay down on the floor, right?
Nope.
You're gonna teabag him?
No.
Zach, what are you doing? And you're gonna have your foot on his belly. And you can say, I'm stepping on there just like everybody else. As I run the camera down.
Yeah, that's a good one. Come on.
And then you'll get up and then we'll do our
I'm just gonna put my foot right there.
It was just an awesome trip.
Listen, I understand.
sounds like it
This
was.
what you guys are hearing right now. If you're still
It
viewing,
was way better
it's
than
extra
your
content.
COVID coastal video or COVID coastal stay.
What do you mean in Mexico?
Yeah, when you got stuck in your room for.
I feel like that was much better than spending my own fucking money traveling across state for somebody else. I spent that money on myself. You know what I mean?
I got to go see some of the things that I've always wanted to see.
I feel like you could have done that without taking a trip for somebody else. I feel like you could have easily.
I was planning to do that exact trip
without helping somebody else.
Without this car, I'd already been planning out this trip.
Why didn't it
and
happen?
All of a sudden, I just hadn't gone yet.
You have all the time in the world. You have all the money in the world. We never ask you for anything, and let me just say that.
Hey,
You
so
could've
my
taken
timeline
care
for
of
actually taking this
yourself.
trip too, when she said, "Hey, there's a car up there. Can you go pick it up?" It actually fell right in line with, and it was the most beautiful weather.
We
got to
get
see
it. You're
fall colors.
selfless, but why
Now,
don't
wait
you
a
be
minute.
selfish sometimes?
Let me ask this. Why couldn't you have left Wednesday and been back in time for the podcast last week?
Screw that. I was spending my time in all these museums and meeting all sorts of cool people.
How many days were you there?
In Vancouver?
How many days were you gone?
Traveling on your trip in general, not one
You
state,
left
just
when
total.
and got back when?
8 days.
8
You
days?
paid 8 days in fucking sleeping fares, unless you stayed with the
No.
Peace Corps.
No. I spent 2 nights at a friend's house. I spent 3 in Vancouver, and then the rest was hotels.
Did she pay for the gas back?
Yeah.
He's
Did
just
she
saying
pay
yeah
for the
now.
flight up?
Yeah.
He said
Did she
yeah to that.
give you
already.
any per diem for food?
No, that was fine. That was on me.
And you didn't get back and get to have,
SCX?
Nope.
No, not that. You didn't get to have a relationship with the person who sent you on this
No.
trip.
Yeah, SCX.
Stop.
I got to have a good
doesn't like
time.
that
I
word.
got to see a lot of cool things.
I feel like
Got
I
to
could
go on
do
my
that
own
without
timeline.
having like my wife and I are about to go to Strawberry this weekend.
Awesome.
And guess who paid me?
Your wife.
Nobody.
Well, no, I get it because he got to do the traveling gratis. That was free.
It was.
He got there and back free. All he had to do was pay for his time there.
He just told us the only thing that she paid for was the flight out there.
No.
And the gas back.
Yeah.
I feel like that was. Why you look away every time you? Yeah.
Ooh.
I was saying yes.
So I get it.
But while you were
So,
there, you paid for the gas.
If she had to pay for a truck to have that car brought back, it cost $1,000 to $1,500. So this was
But
much
you
cheaper.
paid 3/4 of that because you did everything else you wanted to do and brought it
Well,
back.
all the museums and food, that's on me. I would have done that normally.
Otherwise, you'd have just
I would have
went
done
up
that
and
normally
went
during
back.
the week.
He'd have went up. We're right
I feel like
back.
you got taken advantage of in some way, and I don't like that.
I don't know.
Because you're our friend.
I had fun.
You're our friend. You can have fun.
Dude.
But if I were about to send you on a trip, I'd pay for your fucking
So-
museum. I'd pay for your flight. I'd pay for your hotel. I'd pay for you drinking all that beer. Everything that you sent me a receipt on would be cash in your pocket. If I were like, hey, go pick up this fucking car.
So you know
Work has done. One of my employers did that when I traveled up and down the East Coast. They did that because that's how it's supposed to be. I traveled because they wanted something, not because I wanted to go. And there was great things there. Don't get me wrong. I loved going up and down the East Coast because I got to go to Philly. I got to go to Washington. I got to go to all these fucking Maryland. I got to go to all these places. Idaho, never been there. Up and down the East Coast. And guess what I had to pay for? Fucking zero.
Cheap ass.
Zero.
So the
They paid me to do this overtime.
What year Camry was this?
2012.
How cheap was it that
It was cheap.
she found it up there?
No, so,
That's the other thing.
Okay, so they were gonna trade it in for the Tesla.
Who's they? Trade what in?
The Tesla he got
The
the
friends
test
that are
drive in.
the friends that are in Vancouver were gonna trade it in on the Tesla. So she paid the same price the dealer was gonna give her on the trade-in, which the dealers don't pay shit. On
Wait a minute.
trade-ins.
So you know the person with the Toyota?
Yeah, I'm friends with them too.
Fuck.
This guy's friends with a lot of people, which I'm not. I don't have a problem with that. You
Well,
get
how do you know them? They're all the way up in.
Do you remember when I went to Tennessee?
Yeah.
Same people.
Can I ask you a real question? Why?
Don't ask a fake one.
Well, there are fake ones just because I'm trying to clown on you. There's fake ones. What is the difference between finding a Tesla here, or not a Tesla, a 2012 Corolla here Camry here in Arizona versus
About $4,000 in sentimental value also.
2012
okay, so
hybrid.
this is what we needed to get to. You said sentimental value.
Mhm.
Now, is the she that sent you on this trip, was she a relative of the person you picked that car up?
Yes.
Still, I get that even more than. Why aren't you so? You gotta.
You didn't let me. You kept blabbing about other crap.
Okay, on top of
Get
that,
to the beer.
you understand how Pappa J feels, right? Because every time this motherfucker tells a story, you and I jump on him.
Yeah.
And what happened to you is what we do to him, but we just did it to you.
But I made it interesting with the questions I was asking towards the end when I woke up.
The end of the podcast was the best part of the show because we're like trying to get to the bottom of why you did all this.
So a relative of yours was selling this Toyota Camry.
Not a relative of mine.
Of hers.
Of hers.
Oh, okay, of hers.
I just know them.
Because he hung out with her and eventually, obviously, met them while he was hanging out with her at one point in their life.
He's hanging out with us. He ain't met our sister.
Yes.
Your aunt.
I've met your sister.
He's met my
older sister. You ain't never met her.
Lori. He's met Lori.
No.
She's been on the podcast.
My older sister.
What, Tracy?
Tracy.
Yeah, met her too.
I don't know
You
about
never
her.
met Tracy.
I thought I had.
He's the one that calls her name out when we say.
Yeah, he's the one. That dick.
That's funny. Either way.
I've met your mom.
Right.
I met your.
But they're all in state.
I met your ex-wife.
They're all in state.
Bottom line is I feel like you got taken advantage of, and I'm fucking pissed.
I had a good time. I enjoyed myself.
No, you got free round trip travel. You just had to pay for his vacation
While he was there.
So,
Right.
so of all the places that were cool to see, the Space Needle was the most expensive.
Yeah.
And I felt like a rope-a-dope because you're just paying for the elevator ride up.
Uh-huh.
And it was one of those ones where it was cool, but it was like $40-something to take that trip up.
Good Lord.
It was. And it's in a weird-ass area because, like I said, there was a lot of people camping out in the area. That was something that was weird. There was so many tents and camping out in Seattle and in Portland. Like cruising through, like you're driving on the highway and all of a sudden you see like a hole in camping on the side and you're like, why is that allowed? Like they're on the highway.
So Seattle, Washington. I'm ignorant. I'm going to say this right now. Is the furthest upper northeastern state up above California.
Washington, right? Yes, is the furthest most.
Washington.
Seattle is their capital. Blaine, Washington
DC
is the one that's
District
on the border
of Columbia,
and
which is where the president is at.
It's on the East Coast.
Yeah.
So
Washington
you were in
State.
Vancouver above the United States,
Above
right?
the United
okay,
States,
just
yeah.
making sure because I know. Didn't you say there was a Vancouver in
There's
Washington?
also Vancouver, Washington.
And you weren't.
And I
in
drove
that.
through that as well.
Did you?
Okay, so I had to get this straight because I'm like, motherfucker is saying he's out of
Vancouver,
country.
Vancouver's a capital city.
I understand Vancouver's in Canada, and I also understand Vancouver's in Washington.
Yep.
Which one were you at?
I've been through both of them.
Which one did you stay at most of the time?
Vancouver, BC, which is British Columbia.
Washington.
Okay, just making sure. That's where I was confused. A lot of people my age don't know as much as you guys do about geography because they cut that shit out of fucking schools.
I didn't see MacGyver. I was bummed.
All right. Just making sure. But you had a good time, right?
I had a really good time.
God damn. What if you had a shitty time? How would you feel?
I'd say I had a shitty time.
You said you had a fucking good time. That's what I'm getting at.
You know when I got
you would say you have a good time no matter what because you're a friend.
You know when I got shitty? I did not like going through Vegas.
That's like you just drove through
My
that.
plan was to go through Promontory Point, Utah.
Oh, yeah.
See where the Golden Spike was, come down through Salt Lake, and
you literally just drove through Vegas.
But I stayed the night in Vegas.
Okay.
But the place I wanted to go, Promontory Point, Utah, was going to be closed by the time I got there.
Mm-hmm.
So I just came south through Vegas instead. And that was a 9-hour drive from Boise to Vegas.
You don't feel like you were taken advantage of?
No.
God damn. I feel like you were. That's weird.
I got to listen
I got a hard
to 3 or 4 movies in that 9 hours coming down. So that was nice.
Weren't you driving back
I
here?
was. I just had the player off to the side so I could listen to it.
Right.
Gotcha. I do that at work sometimes.
So
damn it, Eric.
I do that.
Damn it. Did she pay you anything besides your gas and travel, your flight out there and your gas back?
We haven't settled up yet.
So you still have the car?
I dropped the car off last night.
I should have got the money first.
I don't know, man.
I got in, what was it?
We don't have to say names, but is this somebody that I've met before?
Yeah.
Okay.
Was it the illegal?
No.
Stop.
What?
Stop. Sarah's not illegal.
I wasn't mentioning names.
Either way, these people I've met a lot of his friends that are women, and they're always awesome. They're always nice. They've been on the show. You can catch them on BigLipRadio.
The illegal's a little pushy.
But my God, well, she backed me up and tried to beat me down in his own fucking game room, man.
Right.
Like we got it on fucking tape.
So if you guys find a car in some other state, let me know. I'll drive it back.
Now you're just covering for your friends.
No.
Stop it.
I had a great ass time. So if I get to pick up another car, drive back, I thoroughly enjoyed myself. I got to see so much.
The reason why I say
US.
stop it is because I'm thinking of all the money I got to pay you to go through these states. Because I'd feel guilty not paying you to go fucking have a great time picking up my car.
We'll find something in Maine. I'd really like that. That'd be a long drive.
How about you? I go with you.
I'd be down for that.
I'll just go with you. We'll have a trip and I'll pay for everything, which is what a real friend would do.
Let's go.
Right, Pappa J? You go with him?
What?
I'd still save money.
You driving up Friday?
To where?
Strawberry.
You got a car?
I'm
I'm driving on Friday. You want to go?
He's got access to
you got a car up there? You know friends up there? You know somebody with the Toyota Camry up there? Or Mazda fucking Mazda 3 rotary?
Camry, and we're both like, what the?
If there was a Mazda 3 rotary up there, we'd be like, psh.
See ya.
A Toyota Corolla?
I'll be leaving right now.
A fucking Ford Focus?
Corolla.
Goddamn 93? Jesus, man. I hear they got some great ones up there.
A 93 Ford Focus.
Yeah.
That's a piece of shit.
Ford Escort? Fuck. I mean, you let me know your flavor.
93, it was an Escort, I think.
I had a 93 gray Ford Escort. Wasn't even my car.
That was right.
I stole it from my wife. It was
the
her first
odometer
car.
doesn't even go to 100,000. They didn't think it'd make it that far.
That's too funny. Oh my gosh. Well, we dropped down to 20,000 viewers during your story. Either way, we appreciate you. Thank you so much for sharing a little bit of your private life, boss man. But I think we really need to cut out here. We're cutting close to 2 hours and we haven't stopped talking.
Oh, let's play Guess That Actor now.
Oh, fuck it. You wanna? Fuck it. No, we gotta do our regular video. Hey, thank you guys again. This is the extra content you get for watching us live. You will not hear this on the podcast version, so make sure you tune in live every Tuesday between the times of 5:30 to 6. Just hit the like and subscribe notifications on whatever platform you're on, and you'll never have to wonder when we go live. You'll get the notification. With that being said, we'll catch you guys next Tuesday for real. Peace.